OBGYN, Mary Beth Wampler. Call 608-342-0986. Our dedicated obstetrics and gynecology team is ready to take care of you.
In game one.
97.7 Country WGLR. 7-0. Kewaunee out in front. We have the kickoff returned by the Darlington Redbirds out to about the 23-yard line. They haven't put the ball down yet. And it is closer to the 24. First and 10, Darlington trailing 7-0.
Very important for the Redbirds to get some offense going on this drive to respond.
Very important to get an answer here. And handoff is to
Ty Christ on the carry.
Ty Christ. He'll take it across the 25-yard line and work his way ahead to about the 26. It's a pickup of 2. Second down and 8 yards to go for Darlington. Let's check out the defense for the Storm. They got defensive, well, we can't do it because they've come up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, and this is going to be Ty Crisp plowing ahead past the 30-yard line. Works his way ahead to about the 32. He picks up 6. It's going to be third down and 2. So a couple of positive gains on the first 2 plays from scrimmage for Darlington. But now they got to pick up this third down.
We saw them go with this pace of play last week as well.
3rd and 2. 32 handoff, goes to Goebel. Goebel swings to the right, can't pick up the first down. And he is stopped dead in his tracks at the 32, and it's going to be 4th and 2, and the Redbirds will have to punt.
No gain on the play, brings up 4th
Clock
and 2.
right now, and again, I have to swing ahead and then look out the window as far as I can go to see the scoreboard here. Coming up on 9 minutes to play, first half.
And we talked a little bit in the pregame. This Kewaunee team, they are big, but Darlington's gone up against good-sized teams all year. Still a lot of game left, and they were moving the ball pretty well on those first 2 runs. They just got to find a way to contain the run. And it's a fake!
Goebel still running. Past the 50, still on his feet. And he's well into Kewaunee territory at about the 25-yard line.
What a huge play on 4th. Fake punt. Maddox Goebel takes it down the right sideline for 35 yards for the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line for Darlington. Sometimes you have to pull out all the stops to get by a team like Kewaunee. And right now, Darlington lines up to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Handoff. Ty Christ takes, digging up the middle. Gets just past the 25-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 2. Second down and 8 yards to go.
Gain of 2 brings up
And it's at the 25. Let's tell you about some of the sponsors, shall we? They include West End Salvage of Lancaster, see Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. That's all the commercial break I'll be able to get to between plays here. Handoff up the middle, gain of maybe 1
on the carry.
is Ty Crisp with the carry, and you can see who comes out of that, the biggest man on the field, not Nathan Keel, but Braxton Rhea, 6'7", 298, the senior, made the stop on that play. Going to be third down and about 7. Pickup of only 1 on that play.
Rhea and 66, the sophomore, Mitchell Bader, have been great up front for the Storm all season long.
Third down and 7. There's a fake, back to pass.
He's got him.
Throw toward the end zone, incomplete. Trying to squeeze that one in between a couple of defenders. But it was incomplete. Pass was maybe just a little bit underthrown. It was intended for Ty Crisp. And now it's going to be 4th down. 4th down and 7 at the line of scrimmage, which is the 24-yard line.
Fortunately for the Redbirds, Braylon Goebel was able to get that pass off. He was being pressured on the backside by a sack and throws a good ball. It was just unfortunately for the Redbirds broken up at the last second.
Game brought to you by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. 4th down and 7. Line of scrimmage. 24-yard line. Pistol formation now for Goebel. Steps back to pass. Throws it near side. He's got a receiver to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Darlington Redbirds! Reagan Jackson on the reception on the weak side.
There's the response. What a ball by Braylon Goebel finding Reagan Jackson on the wheel route that they've had success with last week, and there's the response, Shark.
24-yard touchdown pass from Goebel. It is now 7-6. We have the extra point coming up.
Godoy on to attempt the extra point.
Daniil Ramos Godoy will try the extra point. Kick is up. It's good. We're tied. 7-7. 7:07 to play. First half, first quarter. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Kewaunee 7.
Sherry, Jenny, Brittany, and Sydney at Heads Up do highlights, color, cuts, burns, and new barbering services too. Heads Up Salon, North Jefferson Street, Lancaster.
Advanced MRI technology is closer than you think. Grant Regional Health Center offers the latest in diagnostic imaging, including the Siemens Magneton Era MRI. Truly remarkable technology, offering the best of both worlds. Clearer, sharper image quality and faster scan times all at once. With the largest bore opening in the area and incredible speed for faster exams, that means a more comfortable experience for you. Grant Regional Health Center. Experience the difference.
24/7, 365. Myers Heating and Cooling is your trusted residential heating and cooling system service provider. Join Myers Comfort Club for peace of mind throughout the year and around the clock. Myers Heating and Cooling in Lancaster. Don't worry, we got this. In game 2.
Back to action. They kick off the football about 45 seconds into what's supposed to be a 60-second commercial break. So I can't describe any of the kickoffs for you.
Pretty deep kick by Ramos Godoy, and Maddox Goebel with a shoestring tackle bring down the runner, and the Storm will start from the 29 with 7:04 left in the first.
First and 10 from their own 29-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for Kewaunee. They have the football at their own 29-yard line to begin this drive, their second drive of the football game. Here's Thomas Stengel turning, giving, and it's going to be Carlson. Lost the football, picked up by the Redbirds. Reagan Jackson has it. 20-yard line for the Darlington Redbirds, and they get the first turnover of the game.
And we saw last week this Kewaunee team did have a little trouble holding on to the ball, and Darlington Redbirds, like they've done all season long, a defensive-led team, forcing a turnover. And what a response. Looked like the Storm on their first drive were just going to run away with this game, and Darlington scores, and now they have the ball back in field and the green zone.
And the green zone, typically called the red zone. And here's Darlington with the football. 19 yards away from Pager. Back to pass. Goebel throws back across the field to the weak side, and the pass is caught and out of bounds. And a great catch by the Darlington Redbirds on the reception for Darlington is Will Murray, 6'7", 196, the senior. I thought then they get up to the line of scrimmage right away. And the officials say a timeout is being called. Timeout called by Kewaunee.
And the Darlington fans and teams are going crazy, and I don't blame them.
You got that pen? I've got 5 pens out, none of them work.
It's the football weather.
1st and 10, rather 1st and goal. Darlington will have the football at the 5-yard line. And we'll make mention, our game is brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Myers Heating and Cooling, servicing Southwest Wisconsin since 1999. Myers Heating and Cooling, where they say, don't worry, we got this. Mound City Bank's total line of credit, allowing you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at MoundCityBank.com. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center. Experience the difference. We have a first and goal at the 5 for the Redbirds. And running play off to the left-hand side. And it's Maddox Goebel on the carry. No, it's
Chris on the carry. And guess who on the tackle? Mitch Bader. He's only a sophomore. Looks really good D-tackle. And
up to the line of scrimmage. Running play off to the left-hand side, trying to follow Murray with the blocking. And he stopped short of the goal line to the 1. Third down coming up.
They've gotten it done through the air so far, Shark. You think they'll go through the air again on third?
Third down and goal from the 2-yard line. That's where they mark it. Darlington looking to go out in front. Clock is running. 6 minutes to play, first quarter. Darlington 7, Kewaunee 7. Goebel, line of scrimmage. Turns, gives, and Chris powers his way into the end zone from the right side. Touchdown, Darlington.
Great job up front by that Darlington offensive line behind Eli Chris, Ross Chris, and Gage Banfield to the right side there. Punched it in, and whole new football game. This game started out 7-0. All of a sudden, it's 14-7 Darlington.
This is the biggest early lead by anybody against Kewaunee this season. There's the extra point, and it's up, and it's good. And it's 14-7. Darlington leads after that extra point by Danilo Ramos-Godoy. That extra point, money in the bank, brought to you by Midwest One Bank, Simply Better Banking, Midwest One Bank, member FDIC.
And I did kind of assume that Ramos-Godoy was going to nail that one like he's done all season long. You're absolutely right. It is money in the bank with him kicking.
14-7, Darlington has the lead with 5:50 to go. First quarter. Football being brought to you by Russell Law Offices, here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving southern Wisconsin, that's Russell Law Offices. Oh my gosh, I got time to make some mention of something else. Les Mack Chevy and Les Mack Chrysler Dodge, Jeep and Ram, and Les Mack Ford on Highway 61 North. Lancaster, custom order your new vehicle today from Les Mack, where you always get more from Les.
We'll see if Darlington kicks it away from Carlson.
They hit a line drive, and it's grabbed around the 10-yard line and running with it, 25-yard line, still on his feet to the 30, 32, 33, 35-yard line, and down goes the kick receiver for Kewaunee.
Really
that's number
turn.
11. That's Jackson Wisnicki. First and 10 for Kewaunee, and they'll have the football right at the 35-yard line, now trailing. That hasn't been said very much at all this season for Kewaunee. Trailing at this point, 14-7, with 5:40 remaining, first quarter. Wide side, far side of the field.
Darlington will go with a 54 stack almost.
I formation, man going in motion. And it's an inside handoff and picking up about 3 yards on the play. On the run is Maddox Mueller. On the tackle for the Redbirds was Ross Chris, 5'10", 207, and a junior. It is a pickup to the 38, a pickup of 3. Second down and 7 yards to go. Again, I formation, wide side, far side. Delayed handoff and running with the football to the left-hand side, crossing the 40-yard line to the 45, picks up the first down, and out of bounds near the 47-yard line on that run by Owen Carlson.
Carlson breaks contain again, and this season he's averaged a touchdown every 5.5 carries. We definitely saw it on Kewaunee's first drive, and Darlington needs to find an answer on the defensive side.
His first and 10 for the 46. And again, I formation. And 2 receivers here to the near side. Nobody to the left. Straight handoff.
Fullback
it's a
dive.
fullback dive, and it's for positive yardage. That's DJ Eccles, 6 foot 210, a senior. Not a bad-looking fullback.
Right. And this Kewaunee team has ran this all season long. Not something we're really used to in the southwest part of the state. More of a true I formation, running a lot of ISOs and traps.
Pickup of 2, second down, 8 yards to go at the 48-yard line. Here's Stengel, long count, toss near side. Can they make some penetration to turn them in? They do a little bit, as this time Carlson able to get to the 50-yard line, and he's upended. It was Murray and also Braylon Goebel who stopped him just on the outside part of the 50-yard line.
Coach McGranahan, the defensive coordinator for the Redbirds, wanted a hold on that call, and I don't know that I disagree with him.
It is second down, make that third down and 6 from the 50. If they can get a stop here, it would be awesome. Get their hands on the football for the third time. Now this time, split backfield, 2 receivers off to the left. Back to pass, Stengel throws, downfield, pass, caught, 40-yard line, 35-yard line, and stumbles out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. Maddox Mueller with the reception, and he turns a 3rd and 6 into a first down.
Who would have thought that the Storm moving the ball passing, but we could have said the same thing about Darlington. And you got to let it all hang out in the playoffs, and we're seeing some passing this game.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line for the Storm. Wide side is the near side, and they're going to hand it off. Eccles with it. He's right up the middle to the 10-5 touchdown. Well, instead, no, that was Carlson. Carlson, a 26-yard scamper into the end zone, and we're an extra point away from being tied.
Hit him with the ISO play, and the Storm offensive line, we've seen some really great offensive line play this year between Mineral Point, Lancaster, Platteville, but this Kewaunee offensive line is very, very solid.
Miller on to try the extra point. It is Stengel who's holding. Snap is down, and the kick in the air, and it's good. We have 3:16 to play. First quarter, 14-14, Darlington and Kewaunee. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and WGLR.com.
In Game 3, a great opportunity exists for people who enjoyed sports as participants and would like to give back to the game that means so much to them. Becoming a high school game official gives you the opportunity to get involved, get in shape, and help teach the game to young people. Signing up is easy. To become a WIAA licensed official, go online to WIAAWI.org and apply. A message from your Queen Bee radio stations and the WIAA, keeping the education in sports.
No Doth Lumber in Belmont and Darlington for agricultural, commercial, residential building and remodels. No Doth Lumber can assist you with all your projects. Serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 100 years. No Doth Lumber, Belmont and Darlington.
Memorial Hospital of Lafayette County is proud to provide Darlington High School athletic training services. We are neighbors caring for neighbors.
Memorial Hospital, Lafayette County, 800 Clay Street, Darlington.
In Game 3.
Kickoff return by Ty Chris from the 4-yard line up ahead to the 29-yard line. So they call it a 25-yard return. A little bit less than that. It's ahead to just about the 29. Again, they kick off after the touchdowns almost immediately. We're going to have to come up with some creative way to try to get our commercial breaks in because there's just not enough time for them between plays. So here we go, 1st and 10, Darlington Redbirds.
We'll see if the Redbirds go back to the air on this drive.
Pistol formation, and faking and then running with the football past the 30-yard line and then dragged down at the 34-yard line on the tackle for the Storm. They got in one of the linebackers this time, and that was Jackson Wisnicki. And it's a pickup for Goebel from the 29 to just short of the 35, about a 6-yard pickup. It's going to be second down and a little more than 4 yards to go. Again, pistol formation, ride to the right, and following his blockers, Goebel. And he slammed down at about the 40-yard line. That should be enough for a first down.
Goebel,
is.
I don't know if it's kind of a high snap, and he had a little trouble with the exchange on the option to the fullback and ended up taking it himself for the first down. Great heads-up play.
So another set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 40 for the Birds. Wide side, far side. Look at Ty Chris. He's out as a flanker to the right side. Now a man going in motion, and it's Maddox Chris, but taking the football is the quarterback. And it's Goebel, who runs hard diagonally off to his right and picks up yardage to the 43. A 3-yard pickup, 2nd down, 7 yards to go from the 43-yard line. Our game is being brought to you by Kramer's Water Store. Call your local Culligan man for improvement to your city or well water. Kramer's Water Store has an easy solution for your budget. Call the Culligan man. Kramer's Water Store, Highway 61 North in Lancaster. To the line of scrimmage, 2nd down, 7 from the 43. Clock running, under a minute and a half to go, first quarter. Now it's a fake roll to the left, and then taking the football is Braylon Goebel, and he'll run for a yard up ahead to about the 44-yard line. 3rd down, 6 yards to go coming up for the Birds.
Another good play by Mitch Bader. The Storm almost are going to a 6-2 defense to try to slow down this running attack, and makes sense why we saw the success through the air on the first couple drives.
3rd down, and now Goebel rolling out. He's being chased, tries to throw the football. The ball now bouncing around. It is going to be called a fumble, and Redbirds recover. And about a loss of a half of a yard on that play, and I think it was Reagan Jackson who got on that loose football. I knew that might be just a little bit of trouble when you got Braxton Rhea, who got penetration.
Yeah, there's some big guys up front from the Storm, but like we've said, Darlington's played physical teams like this so far.
4th and 6 at the 44. Redbirds will punt the football. Here's Goebel punting. He faked last time, but this time he kicks it away. Ball in the air, and it's going to bounce away from everybody. The Redbirds chase it down, and they are going to down the football inside the 10 at about the 8.
What a punt.
Carlson wanted to field that football, but there were defenders all lined up to try to smother him, so he thought better of it.
And the defenders were playing the fake that worked on the Darlington's first drive.
1st and 10, Kewaunee will have the football at the 8-yard line.
And that's always going to be an option when you run those rugby punts to the right.
There's only 4.1 seconds to play in the half, so this will be the last play of the first half, or of the first quarter. We are in the first half. I get tongue-tied on that all the time. And a turn, and a give, and stopped at the 8-yard line. Carlson gets the carry, but Reagan Jackson stopped him.
Maddox Goebel on the play as well.
Also, Dante Glendenning, a freshman. And that's the end of the first quarter. It's the quarter. We play 4 quarters of football. We have just played the first quarter of football. Second quarter of football. That is next. 14-14, Darlington and Kewaunee. We're back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR. Okay. All right, I'll take one more break.
People's State Bank's People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. This account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank ready to serve you. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
McNett Electric, Inc. is looking to hire 2 positions for their team. McNett Electric is looking for people to assist in various types of electrical projects such as residential, commercial, and farm. Experience preferred but not required. Hours are 40 to 50 hours per week depending on the demand. Benefits include paid holidays, company match retirement, and paid vacation time. Pay will depend on experience. To inquire, contact Chip at 608-778-3691 or mcnettelectric@gmail.com. McNett Electric, Belmont.
In game 4.
97.7 Country WGLR. We begin the second quarter. Tied 14-14. Second and 9 from the 8-yard line for Kewaunee. Taking the snap and now trying to run to the outside with the football. A juke move to the 15, to the 20, 25-yard line, 30, 35, and out of bounds. And on the carry was DJ Eccles. And a big gain on second down and 9, all the way out to, let's see, did he go out of bounds a little early there? Yeah, he did. He went out of bounds at about the 33. So it wasn't a pickup to the 40, but it will be first and 10 at the 33-yard line for the Storm.
Still enough for the first, coming out of off the punt where they were backed up, and what a good physical run by DJ Eccles.
First and 10 from the 33, wide side, far side. This time for Stengel. I formation. Long count, takes the snap, gives it. Right side, running, 40-yard line, 45, and they gather all around him. They can't get him down. They finally get Carlson down short of the 50-yard line. My gosh, there's like 6 Redbird players all there bringing him down finally.
And that's not where you want to be, making that tackle 10 yards downfield. I mean, great job up front by the Storm offensive line, and Carlson and Eccles have been doing the rest so far.
Ross Crisp, one of the 6 who got the tackle. First down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hand up up the middle, and it's Carlson at past the 50. He's into Darlington territory, and they finally bring him down at the 46.
Redbirds defense has got to find a way to stop these chunk plays.
It is second and 4 at the 46-yard line for the Storm. Darlington 14, Kewaunee 14, just under 11 minutes to play, first half. High formation for the Storm. And a man going in motion, Mueller. Hand off, second back through, and that is Carlson, and he's ridden down after a minimal gain of about 2. Reagan Jackson is the guy who brought him down, bringing up a third down. Third and about 4 yards to go. Line of scrimmage. He got no yardage on that play. It's 3rd and 4 from the 46-yard line for the Birds. Our game brought to you by Bytech Resource Management, a greener way. Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. Prairie Motorsports of Prairie du Chien. And prairiemotorsports.com. Again, the I formation for the Storm. And he dropped the football, and Stengel has to smother it. And they're going to lose yardage. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 6.
It looked like Ty Chris moved from his outside linebacker position back to safety on 3rd and 5. We'll see if Darlington Redbirds do something similar on 4th and 5.
4th down from the 47. They're going to keep the offensive group in there. They are confident that they can pick up this first down, and why not?
And Chris will be back playing safety.
Carlson always picks up at least 10. Back to pass. And the throw near side, incomplete. Overthrown, intended for the outside receiver, and that was Maddox Muller. And the Redbirds take over on downs. And they'll have it in good field position. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. And they take over possession with 9:33 to play. Second quarter. So here comes the offensive unit. Our game tonight brought to you by Bush Insurance, a proud partner of Pekin Insurance Company, Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont, and Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and at Sloans.com. Back to pass, Goebel throws long toward Murray, and it's incomplete. There is a little bit of hand checking there, but nothing that warranted a flag. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 47.
And really great defensive alignment on 4th down by the Redbirds, recognizing that the Storm have a tendency to pass the ball on 4th and 5, and the man over top, Ty Chris, allows the corner to really jump that out route and break up the pass.
Braylon Goebel comes in with a new play. There's Will Murray. He split out here to the near side of the field. Man in motion. And Goebel hands off, going up the middle and crossing the 50-yard line and brought down is Reagan Jackson, who's had a busy night so far tonight. And he picks up positive yardage into Kewaunee territory to the 49.
I think Jackson thought he could have had more on that gain. He's very good job up front by the Redbirds offensive line, and we'll see if they start to impose their will a little bit.
3rd and 7 from the 49-yard line. Short time of the huddle. Ty Chris in the slot right, and Murray, the wide receiver, here to the right. And snap back to Goebel. Throws back across the field to the 50-yard line, to the 45, and a great tackle to stop it at the 46. Now that was Broker Busher. Was not known if he could play tonight, but I thought he would have enough room to run and pick up a first down, but instead he is stopped at the 46. It's going to be 4th down. Let's see if Darlington goes for it here.
And that was set up so well on that pass back. Redbirds offensive line was just unable to pick up the last guy.
Now full house backfield. Goebel on the option. He gets across the 45-yard line and dropped to the 44. He needed to get to the 43 for a first down. I got to believe that they'll turn the ball over on downs here. They do. It'll be 1st and 10 for Kewaunee. They didn't have to bother measuring because it was pretty obvious there. It will be 1st and 10 for Kewaunee at the 44-yard line in a game tied 14-14 between the Birds and the Storm. 8:05 to go till halftime. Now here's Kewaunee up to the line of scrimmage. And Thomas Stengel, handoff to the middle. Owen Carlson plows through past the 45, and he's dragged down at about the 48. That's about a 4-yard pickup. Once again, Ross Chris, part of the tackling tandem. 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
And again, ISO concept from the Storm. They've been running it well all season.
2 in the backfield, 2 on the edge. Handoff this time. Running ahead is Maddox Mueller. Check, that's Eccles. Eccles on the carry, crosses the 50-yard line, and they get him down at the 49. He picks up 3 yards. 3rd down, 3 yards to go in Darlington territory. At about the 48-yard line. Clock running. 7:10 to play till halftime. An I formation for Stengel, who's right ahead of them, behind the center. Turn and give. Carlson's got it. And then he gets smothered just past the line of scrimmage. He may have gotten the first down, but I think he's a little bit short. Redbirds covered that up very well. Turning around, Reagan Jackson with another big tackle, and also Carter Murray. You know, now where they put the ball down, Josh, I think he got it.
They're going to measure it.
Yeah, I think they've got it right now. I think that's good enough for a first down.
We'll see what the measurement comes out at, but I would tend to agree.
Football brought to you by Bob Hundhausen, your Edward Jones representative in Platteville, saluting our athletes on their hard work. Bob Hundhausen, Edward Jones Investments off Business Highway 151, Insight Drive in Platteville. And it's a first down. Stretched it out and got the first, and the football will be at the 46-yard line for Kewaunee. Another sponsor tonight, Bounce Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bounce Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Keeler and Lancaster, and Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist in Lancaster. 1st and 10. The Storm have it at the 46 of Darlington. Under center. And now inside reverse, and at this time they get it to Maddox Mueller, the wide receiver, who came back in motion, and minimal gain on that play. The Redbirds smelled it out well. They stayed in their lanes, didn't get fooled by the misdirection, and it's a 2nd down and a long 8 coming up with the line of scrimmage just inside the 45-yard line.
Yep, good disciplined defense by the Redbirds there. Weren't fooled at all by the counter play.
6 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Darlington 14. Kewaunee 14. 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line for the Storm. There's a reverse handoff, and getting smothered right away is DJ Eccles.
Fumble.
He gets ripped down for a loss back at the 46.
Trouble with the snap again, and Talon Christ was right there. He almost took the snap on the kind of bobbled snap.
Good aggressive and very perceptive defense on the part of the Redbirds.
And they've slowed down those chunk plays that we were talking about. We'll see if they can do it again on 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, receivers left and right. This time a pistol formation for Stengel. Takes the snap, back the pass, throws downfield, and the pass incomplete. Just over the head of the intended receiver, Nathan Keel. He's 6'5", 185. He's a tight end. Those are perfect dimensions for a tight end. 6'5", 185. Wow. All right, now 4th down. 4th down along 9 at the 46-yard line. Redbirds will go into receive mode.
Couple of great tight ends tonight. Will Murray's a big guy, too.
Punting is Maddox Miller for Kewaunee. He'll be striking the ball around the 45-yard line. Hits it away, a line drive kick. That's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be killed at about the 3-yard line. That's going to be pretty tough for the Redbirds. But getting downfield, Jackson Wisnicki. That ball kind of took a sideways bounce right at the 3.
And the way it was a low line drive punt, you just have to assume that it's going to get a little bit more of a bounce than that. And unfortunately for the Redbirds, ended up being a great punt.
5 minutes to go. 2nd quarter. Darlington 14. Kewaunee 14. 1st and 10 at the 3-yard line for the Darlington Redbirds. Playoff football being brought to you by Allen Roofing Construction in Monona. Your long-term roofing solution has been doing quality workmanship since 1999. Allen Roofing, INC.com. They've got you covered. So on 1st down, Braylon Goebel under center. Running play off to the left, and not much happening there. Maybe to the 4, possibly the 5-yard line. Ty Chris with the run.
And Eccles stuck Ty Chris on that play. Great tackle.
He got it ahead just past the 4, so we'll give him a gain. I'll call it a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. I'll call it close to the 5-yard line as the clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes to play till halftime. 14-14, the Redbirds and the Storm. 2nd and 8 from the 5. Goebel turning and giving. No, he's back to pass. Throws downfield, and the pass is incomplete. Right around the 35-yard line, Maddox Goebel was the intended receiver, but there is double coverage downfield. It was going to be pretty tough to complete that pass.
And to the near side, he had Will Murray, but that would have been a tough pass. Had a little bit of pressure in his face, and we'll see what the Redbirds go for on 3rd and 8 after passing on 2nd down.
Redbirds need to tilt the field position here. They do not want to have to punt from their own end zone. Carter Murray. Check that, Will Murray. He comes in with a new play, and Gilbo will go under center. He is going to run a running play, and it's only going to gain a yard, maybe past the 5-yard line. Goebel kept it himself. It's going to be 4th down and about 7 at the 5-yard line. So now Goebel is going to have to punt from his own end zone. This is not what Darlington had in mind.
Really?
And the Storm is highly anticipating a big return as they have Carlson and Mueller deep to receive. When I say deep, I mean only about to the 40-yard line. Goebel from the end zone gets the snap, runs up on it, kicks it away. It's a nice high punt, and it's going to come down and hit at about the 35-yard line and just roll a few more yards. And Kewaunee will have the football. 1st and 10 at the Darlington 37-yard line.
Really good job by Carlson for the Storm on third down, defending the speed option. He was, every team defends the speed option differently, but he almost played the pitch man and the quarterback. Great job.
So from the 37, it's 1st and 10 with 3:25 to play till halftime. 14-14, Darlington and Kewaunee. Under center is Stengel. Turns and gives, and with it is Carlson, and he bangs ahead for a couple. Gets to about the 35-yard line. Is Talon Chris with the stop. That's on Carlson, and a 2nd and 8 coming up from the 35-yard line. Well, I'll tell you what, Josh, I'm impressed with Darlington defensively on first down. The Storm has minimal yardage on first down, making it a little longer second down. Give this time Carlson, and he spins his way off the first contact at the 35 and backs his way into about the 32.
I think both these teams are kind of settling in. I mean, we had 4 touchdowns in the first quarter and none so far in the second. So
they're down at about 5. Line of scrimmage is the 32. They have to get to the 27-yard line to get a first down. And I got to believe this is 4-down territory. High formation for Stengel. And Stengel about ready to take the snap. He gets it, pitches it out now. Carlson now cuts back inside, spins his way, and that spin gives him the first down. Is able to spin his way off of a would-be tackler. And the line of scrimmage will be the 26-yard line. First down and 10 for the Storm. And at the 26-yard line, here's what you hope will happen for the Redbirds. It's now down to 2 minutes to play till halftime.
Run the clock
that
out.
The Storm, yes, they can't score fast enough, and the clock will run out on the half. You need some good, tough Darlington defense. Wide side, near side for Thomas Stengel, senior quarterback. Now he's going to roll out. He's under duress, throws, and the pass is caught. 25-yard line, 20-yard line. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown. DJ Eccles was able to get downfield blocking as they took out Brady Long and also Roger Volkening. Since they got engaged in the block, that freed up Eccles to run it in. 26-yard touchdown pass.
One of those, if you're the Redbirds defense with this playing against its offensive line, you really got to sell out against the run, and we're beating through the air there.
Now here's Mueller for the extra point. It's up and it's good. It is now 21-14. Kewaunee with the lead, and it comes with 1:34 to play till halftime. We'll keep it here. So now Kewaunee reclaims the lead, but Darlington only down by a touchdown after that play. Our football action is brought to you by Home Key Real Estate in Platteville, your key to the future. If you're looking to sell your home or looking for your next one, call Kim Busson or visit HomeKeySearch.com. Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles. Get the smile you want and the health you deserve. Learn more at lankdent.com. Oh, they're going to kick off. I better stop looking at the commercials to read. Here's the kickoff rolling ball. That's picked up by Ty Chris. He's up to the 15-yard line, 20-yard line, got the sideline, 30, 35, down the sideline, 50-yard line, and bounced out of bounds at about the 45. That was Braylon Goebel on the return. And then he got bounced out of bounds by Connor Kilgore.
And that
nice
was a
return.
Touchdown saving tackle from the kicker. Great return by Goebel down the right sideline, and just what the Redbirds needed to respond.
They'll take the football 1st and 10 at Kewaunee's 43-yard line, and plenty of time on the clock, 1:25 to play till halftime, so that's plenty of time to get in position to tie the game. It's 21-14 Kewaunee.
Darlington will try to get 2 for 1 here. They began the game kicking off, and they'll get the ball after the half as well.
You know, that's the whole idea, I guess, behind deferring on the opening kickoff. Here's Braylon Goebel, back to pass. Got time. Now he throws downfield. He's got a man wide open. Oh, it's overthrown. It was in the vicinity of Maddox Goebel, but he couldn't stretch out far enough to haul it in. If he catches it, it's a touchdown.
And great ball just out of the fingertips of Maddox Goebel. I mean, it was. And do you think maybe a nicer night that's completed? I don't know. Don't want to speculate.
Football brought to you by Vondra Ag Service. They sponsor any field goals made in the game. See Brady Vondra, your local agronomic supplier, and Beck's hybrid dealer in Platteville to help reach your field goals. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Can the Redbirds convert here? Now it's a reverse and a handoff to Ty Crisp. He gets around the corner, 40-yard line, 45, and he dives ahead, close to a first down.
We got a flag on the far sideline.
That would be our first flag tonight, Josh.
We'll see if it's a hold on the edge.
If the penalty is accepted, our penalties are brought to you by Pink's Automotive. Officials are conferring. They want to get it together. They want to make the right call. They're
going to pick it up.
We were so honored, and it is.
Yep, it'll be a hold.
Hold on Darlington. This will push them back. That's the last thing the Redbirds needed. We were graced with the honor of one of the officials came up into the press box last week and chatted with us, and that was great.
Wow,
Gave me a chance to tell the official who came up what a great job they do.
Yep.
And they do it for one thing and one thing only, the love of the game.
Absolutely.
All right, we got a 2nd down and 20
It looks like
in Darlington territory at the 47-yard line.
Single coverage on Murray on the near side.
Back to pass, Goebel throws downfield, overthrown, intended, I think, for Reagan Jackson. Might have been, might have been for Goebel, Maddox Goebel.
Yep.
He was also in the vicinity. 3rd down, 20 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 47-yard line. It would be a shame to waste a great kickoff return by Braylon Goebel that got the Redbirds in good field place in the first place.
And now with this explosive Storm offense, you know, is a minute 7 too much time to give them if you don't convert here?
Yeah, I would think if they don't get it here, they'll punt the football. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Single setback. Now Chris going in motion.
He's got Murray one-on-one.
Throwing downfield, near side, and the pass is caught. It is caught.
What a play by Will Murray.
Will Murray stole the ball away from the defender on that play, Thomas Stengel.
That looked like for sure interception, and Murray took it away.
That was a completion. That was an interception. It was taken away and down to the 18-yard line, and we have a timeout called by Kewaunee. 53.5 seconds to play. Josh, that was an interception by Stengel. He had it dead to rights, but Murray ripped it away from him on the way down.
What an athletic heads-up play. It was kind of, remember the Antonio Freeman catch against the Vikings?
Something like that.
How does he have the ball?
It just that the ball wasn't bobbled around.
Right.
It was, this time it was ripped away.
Yep. Yeah.
It is 1st and goal at the 18-yard line. Kewaunee took the timeout. It is 1st and goal at the 18, and our football is brought to you by Sups.com. Fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit Fenimore and Dubuque locations and at Sups.com. First and 10 at the 18-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, and Ty Chris to the right. He goes in motion now, and they hand it off to him, and Chris now curls back to the inside. He works his way inside the 10, and then he is pounded down and around the 8.
Good hard run, and they'll get right back on the ball.
And he's short of a first down. It'll be 2nd down and a yard at the 19.
Oh, it looked like a jump.
Yeah, they tried to snap the football, but there is movement at the line. Darlington can't afford those.
Yep, and trying to have little clock management, and not everyone was set, and Redbirds jumped a little bit early.
Yep, illegal procedure. Redbirds push them back 5 yards. 2nd down and 6. And now the football will be spotted at the 15.
The Redbirds will take a timeout here instead of having the clock run.
And they are inside the green zone. Brought to you by Bytech Resource Management of Monroe, a greener way. People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Pink's Automotive in Lancaster and Goodney's Garage in Platteville. They have certified technicians, equipment, and experience to keep your vehicle in top running conditions. And they are the ones that sponsor the penalties when they occur. 2nd down. It should be 2nd and 6. It is. And the line of scrimmage just inside the 15 with 35.2 seconds to play till halftime. Darlington trailing 21-14. And they want to make sure they score with as little time as possible. Reagan Jackson stays in the backfield, and he is with Goebel. Pistol formation for Goebel. Takes the snap, rolling out to his right. Now he'll throw into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Darlington!
Maddox Goebel on the reception, 15-yard touchdown. What a drive, what an answer by the Darlington Redbirds.
It goes down as a 15-yard touchdown pass
And
from Braylon Goebel.
And they'll get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, they just got to make sure they don't allow Kewaunee to get a score in the last 31 seconds here. Here's the snap down, the kick on the way. It's up, and it is no good. He missed it off to the right. Oh, my. And that means Darlington is still trailing 21-20. Kick is missed.
And that's not something we've seen much out of this Darlington Redbirds.
Oh, out of Godoy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost Mr. Automatic when it comes to extra points and field goals. So the score is Kewaunee 21, Darlington 20 as we close in on halftime. And at halftime, we'll have the Peterson Agency halftime report. We'll also bring you the halftime fix and any scores that come our way. The Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Roundup, our weekly high school sports show covering everything in the area's high school sports scene, including highlights, recaps, previews, interviews, and more. New episodes every Tuesday on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube and SoundCloud channels. Earlier today, Galena won in 2 sets as they defeated Effingham St. Anthony 25-18, 25-17, and they're going to the state championship match tomorrow. Here's the kickoff, and handled at the 15-yard line, and running it was with Nicky, and he gets bottled up and brought down the ball. The ball came loose, and it went right to Carlson, and he's running away with the football. Nobody's going to catch him. Nobody. He's gone. Touchdown. It was fumbled forward and then picked up by Carlson, and the last thing Darlington needed to have happen did. The score comes with 15 seconds to go till halftime.
And what a turn of events. Darlington purposely kicking away from Carlson, because why wouldn't you? He's their big-time playmaker, and he was able to pick up the fumble and take it the rest of the way.
The only way I can score this, Josh, is a 75-yard fumble return, because the ball was clearly fumbled.
Yep.
So it does go down as a kickoff return, but the kickoff return results in a touchdown. And Kewaunee goes back up in front. Well, they were in front, but it's now 27-20 with the extra point coming up. Snap down, kick on the way. It's good. And it's 28-20. Kewaunee, the unthinkable happens despite a potential turnover.
That's so deflating as well after the huge Redbirds drive on offense. And the great catch by Will Murray. You take it, you score, you get within one, and yep, like you said, disaster strikes.
Wow. you for Darlington, you initially had what you wanted. You had you had a tackle to end the first half, but the ball popped loose and it went right into the hands of the most prolific runner in all of high school football in Wisconsin.
It's just one of those things about the game of football.
Let's see if we have any score update. And Blackhawk Warren leads Reedsville 20-0 in the second quarter. We could see the Blackhawk Warriors in the state championship game again tomorrow. What a program that's been built there by Dennis Murphy and now Jesse Braden. This is a short kickoff. In fact, the tee goes further than the kick, and the kick recovered by the Redbirds by Reagan Jackson. He pounces on it. Is that Jackson or is that 6? That's Carter Murray. 6, and he's got the football at midfield. I think that was an accident on the part of Mueller.
Yeah,
I don't think he wanted to kick the ball there.
Not quite that short. I get why he wanted to squib it, but not like that. Now, I mean, if you're Darlington...
12 seconds left. So if you could get the ball downfield further in 3 plays, you'll have a shot at maybe tying the game.
Or get it close for Ramos Godoy, who's been money kicking field goals.
1st and 10, right at midfield for the Redbirds. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Coach Winkers is mad.
It looks like one of the Redbirds wasn't ready to go back out on offense yet.
He just heaved his headphones.
Unfortunately, had to burn a timeout, and yeah, you don't like to see that as a coach. I mean, mental mistakes.
So what we have right now, Kewaunee leading 28-20, 12.7 seconds to go till halftime. And Darlington has the football, 1st and 10 at midfield. Our game is brought to you by Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Josh, isn't that what they play at the New York Mets games?
Yep. Diaz, the closer.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But
yeah. What's that song called?
I'm not sure. Something trumpet song. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But
that's what's playing.
Gets the crowd going.
All right. First now, Darlington, they need to get about 15 yards on this play.
Yep. And
they have to get it all.
Clock will stop on a first.
Right.
Throw it up to Murray
Pistol
again.
formation for Goebel. Now steps up in the pocket, avoids traffic. Now he'll run with the football and run ahead to about the 41-yard line, get out of bounds. There is 5.2 seconds to play. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 at the 42-yard line. You got your choice. You could either run another play that's quick to the outside or heave it.
Yep. And they do have 1 timeout left, and the clock would stop on a potential 1st down.
So here we go. From the 42-yard line.
See if Will Murray can make a play again.
Here's Goebel. He'll be in the pistol formation. Either a short play or a long one. Here's Goebel back to pass now. Now he's running, still running. Now he'll heave it downfield, and the pass is caught by Darlington. It's going to be awarded to Darlington, but I'm afraid there's not going to be any time left on the clock.
And multiple flags as well.
If there's a flag, if it's a penalty on Kewaunee, we'll have to run another play. Well, what's the indication now? Kewaunee's running off as off they got the football, but I don't think so. I think
Murray came down with it again.
And if nothing else, he came down. It was a dual possession, and it favors the offense. The official is walking around and still walking around. It's illegal formation on Darlington. That means the end of the first half. That would have been so cool if that play counted, and maybe if there was a penalty there, then Darlington could either take a shot at the end zone or try to kick a field goal. Well, after all of that, we come to halftime. It's Kewaunee 28, Darlington 20. I believe, let me get out my notes. I believe the 20 points is the most that anybody has scored on the Kewaunee? No. Luxembourg Casco scored 22, and Kiel scored 21. But since that time, the first 2 weeks of the season, nobody has scored more than one touchdown in any game against Kewaunee, and Kewaunee has posted 3 shutouts in their last 4 games. So that will bring us to halftime. Our game is being brought to you by Dearth Livestock, satisfying its customers' needs for 3 generations. Fully licensed and bonded, they provide cattle pickup and transportation for area farmers. Dearth Livestock, Highway 81, Cuba City. Pecatonica Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Senex fuel products will keep you on the go. The South Wayne Mart and Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. Pomp's Tire Service in Darlington, featuring more than just tires, with everything from oil changes to alignments, to brakes, to engine diagnostics. Stop in the Pomp's Tire Service in Darlington. Apple River State Bank, proud to support the Redbirds. Apple River State Bank, local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. Halftime, Kewaunee 28, Darlington 20. Peterson Agency halftime report next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and WGLR.com, and on the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR.
In Game 5. For residential, commercial, or ag building projects, call on Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster. Todd Wolf and his group pride themselves providing full service for their customers at the highest of quality. Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster, proud to back our local athletes.
The Peterson Agency in Argyle knows if you run a business, you know the most valuable things are also the hardest to get. Your business didn't grow overnight and came from years of hard work, confidence in what you could do, and making smart decisions. That's when insurance policy from West Bend makes sense. It protects your valuable and hard-earned business so you can focus on doing what you do best. And it's all backed by the knowledge and experience of the Peterson Agency. To find out more, contact the Peterson Agency in Argyle, 608-543-3334.
No draft number in Belmont and Darlington for agricultural, commercial, and residential building and remodels. No draft number can assist you with all your projects. Serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 100 years. No draft number, Belmont and Darlington.
In Game 5.
97.7 Country, WGLR and WGLR.com, and we're proud to be bringing this to you, all the video of tonight's game on the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. It's 28-20. Kewaunee leads it over Darlington. I'm Mark Evenstand with Josh Wiederhold, and our game tonight is being brought to you by All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company specializing in agricultural and commercial projects. All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook, or call today for a quote. Also being brought to you by Legends Pub and Grill on Main Street in Darlington, your home for Redbird Sports. Stop in for great food and drinks and check out daily specials on Facebook. Legends Pub and Grill on Main Street in Darlington. All right, here's a quick recap of the first half action from DMB Stadium in DeForest. And our football game tonight started off with Kewaunee getting the first possession, and a few plays into the game, Owen Carlson scampers 55 yards for a touchdown. Mueller added the extra point. That was a 5-play, 72-yard drive with 10:36 to play in the first half. It's Kewaunee 7, Darlington nothing. Darlington then gets the possession, and they made that possession a very fruitful one, as Darlington goes 8 plays, 76 yards on a touchdown drive. It was aided by a fake punt that took the football from the 32 down to the 27-yard line. Maddox Goebel took the snap and ran with it. And Reagan Jackson caught a 24-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Goebel. And adding the extra point for the Redbirds was Danilo Ramos Godoy. We were tied at 7-7 with 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Darlington then took the lead after Kewaunee fumbled the football, and the Redbirds took it over at the 19-yard line. Great field position. They only needed 3 plays to punch it in. Ty Chris, the 2-yard touchdown run. Godoy, the extra point. 14-7, Darlington led with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. But Kewaunee answered a touchdown drive of 65 yards, making it 14-14. Carlson, a 26-yard touchdown run, and Mueller with the extra point with 3:16 to play in the first quarter. 14-14 our score at that point. Second quarter, well, the team traded drives, but had to turn the ball over on downs. Finally, with 1:34 to play till halftime, Eccles caught a 26-yard touchdown pass. That was from Stengel. And then the extra point, good by Mueller. And it was 21-14. Kewaunee with 1:34 to go. But the Redbirds came up with a crucial drive as Maddox Goebel caught a 15-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Goebel, but the extra point was missed. At our score, 21-20. With less than a minute to go till halftime. The Redbirds kicked off, and Kewaunee, returning it, fumbled it. But the ball ended up in the hands of who else? Owen Carlson, a man with 37 touchdowns coming into tonight's game. It went right to him, and clear sailing. Ran it in for a touchdown, a 75-yard fumble return. Mueller, the extra point, 28-20. Kewaunee with the lead on Darlington, and that's where we are now at halftime. You got any specific numbers, Josh?
I mean, it was crazy that Carlson was able to return that long touchdown.
If anybody else recovers that ball,
right,
he gets tackled maybe by 10 yards after recovering it. But Carlson is the one man who could go the distance on that.
And in the first half, he had 12 carries for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the first 2 drives, he had 103 of those yards. Darlington really settled in and stopped giving up the chunk plays, and then Carlson makes a play on special teams. It's what a crazy and awesome first half. Christ for the Redbirds, 9 carries for 26 yards in the touchdown, and Braylon Goebel getting the job done through the air. I'm giving that last catch to Murray, by the way. Goebel, 6 of 11, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air. The one to Jackson and the other one to Maddox Goebel. And kind of a new wrinkle from this Darlington offense. We knew they could pass the ball a little bit, but Braylon Goebel's really been getting the job done through the air tonight.
And he's had to do it under some duress.
A little bit, yeah.
So our halftime score is 28-20 in favor of Kewaunee. Redbirds still very much in it. They will get the football to start the second half. Hopefully they can get a great drive going, get a touchdown drive out of it, maybe even tie up the game with a 2-point extra point. Our football game tonight being brought to you in part by Fritz's Burner Service. Contact Fritz's Burner Service, your best choice for all heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding area. Check them out on the web at fritzsburnerservice.com. Other sponsors of tonight's game on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and WGLR.com. Ritchie Implement, recognize all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Ritchie Implement with locations in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings, your dreams, and Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you. Humphrey Transport and Recycling in Schoenberg. Humphrey Transport and Recycling, buying all types of scrap metal and providing towing assistance and scrap metal dumpster service. Check them out on Facebook, Humphrey Transport and Recycling. Mike and Sherry Yeager, their family, and the team at Roadview Dairy in Mineral Point proudly supports all area high school sports and wishes all student athletes good luck and success this season. Melody Hawkins of Exit Professional Real Estate in Monroe. Her experience in real estate takes the stress out of buying your next home, farm, or business. For all of your real estate needs, Melody Hawkins, Exit Professional Real Estate of Monroe. All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company, specializing in agricultural and commercial projects. All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook and call today for a quote. First National Bank of Darlington and Gratiot, proudly serving your banking needs since 1994. Check them out at fnbdarlington.com or find them on Facebook. That's First National Bank of Darlington, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Hunter Johnson of Country Financial in Darlington, proudly supporting Redbird Athletics. From insurance to investments, they're here to help you protect what you value most. Contact Hunter Johnson of Country Financial in Darlington. Piggly Wiggly of Darlington, stop in today and reserve your holiday dinner or pick up some fresh meats and bread from the deli and bakery. Go Redbirds from Piggly Wiggly in Darlington. What we're going to do here now is take a break here during the Peterson Agency Halftime Report. We come back. Josh is going to come up with all the magic bullets. We've got the halftime fix. Yep, the halftime fix is coming up in just a moment. That is brought to you in part by Allen Roofing Construction of Monona. That's next on 97.7 Country, WGLR and WGLR.com.
Providers are here for you every step of the way, no matter your stage of life or specific concern. From preventative and routine care, family planning and conception, to finally bringing home a baby, or advanced gynecological and surgical care, the Obstetrics and Gynecology team at Southwest Health provides experience, respect, and a genuine passion for understanding your individual wants and needs. With Southwest Health's Obstetrics and Gynecology team, you can expect personalized care as remarkable as you. To make an appointment with gynecologist Dr. Stephen Bajewski, OBGYN Dr. Melissa Carr, or Southwest Health's newest OBGYN, Mary Beth Wampler, call 608-342-0986. Our dedicated Obstetrics and Gynecology team is ready to take care of you.
Got muscle? Athletes of all levels need to train to build muscle, plus rebuild and repair muscle after they practice and compete. Containing 13 nutrients, white and low-fat chocolate milk's high-quality protein offers athletes an edge over traditional sports and other protein drinks. That's why so many professional athletes include milk as a core part of their training diet and recommend milk for aspiring athletes as well. Learn more at GonnaNeedMilk.com. Brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
Advanced MRI technology is closer than you think. Grant Regional Health Center offers the latest in diagnostic imaging with the Siemens Magnetom Era MRI. This remarkable advancement helps our physicians see a true picture of your condition to make decisions with accuracy and confidence. And because we offer this technology right in Lancaster, there's no need to travel or wait weeks to get in. Getting in sooner means getting you back on the road to better health in no time. Grant Regional Health Center. Experience the difference.
You give 110% at work and in the game. So why not give 110% to get a beautiful, healthy smile? Schedule your routine checkups and any major dental care at Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. They'll help you maintain a beautiful smile, along with daily brushing and flossing for healthy teeth and gums. Call today to schedule your checkup. And if you have any problems with your teeth, make an appointment with Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap Cheddar cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
97.7 Country, WGLR, FM Lancaster, from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth at DMB Stadium in DeForest. It's Kewaunee 28, Darlington 20. Second half will get underway here shortly, but right now we're going to give you the halftime fix. Allen Roofing Construction of Monona presents the halftime fix. Check them out at allenroofinginc.com, serving all of southwest Wisconsin and the Iowa listening area. So we've seen a first half of football. Another 24 minutes of football remain to be played, Josh. So what did not go well in the first half could go well in the second half with a simple halftime fix. What do you think it'll be for each team, Josh?
And for Kewaunee, I mean, kind of, well, both teams have settled into this game, and it's become a really great game. Kewaunee, the Storm on offense have to limit their turnovers, and they were very fortunate on their kick return. Could have been a potential turnover, ended up getting a touchdown. If they want to, finish this game strong, they're not going to need to hold on to the ball and no turnovers. It's fairly obvious in the game of football, but on a night like tonight, that's going to be key in the second half. For Darlington, stick to your game. Stick to what you do. You play defense, you run the ball, and you don't give up chunk plays. And the way the momentum is going, they start with the ball in the second half. Play your game, long sustained drive, punch one in, and whole new ball game.
That's your halftime fix, brought to you by Allen Roofing Construction of Monona. They present the halftime fix. Check them out at allenroofinginc.com, serving all of southwest Wisconsin and the Iowa listening area. And since I didn't have my cheat sheet out in front of me, I'll make mention that the touchdowns tonight have been scored. A Northland Buildings touchdown. So we'll remind ourselves to make mention of that. We have more scores. The extra points, money in the bank. You always score more with Simply Better Banking, Midwest One Bank. Of course, we've got that shoebox scoreboard update. And earlier today, Galena won in volleyball in the semifinal. They'll play for the state championship in division. We're in Class 1A in Illinois tomorrow at 10:30. We'll have it on Extreme 107.1, the X at x1071.com. The turnovers that Josh was talking about, Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles turnovers. The first downs tonight brought to you by First Supply at Platteville. I don't believe we've had a quarterback sack, but if we get one, it's brought to you by sups.com. Anytime a team enters the red zone, for us, it's the Bytech Green Zone, a greener way, Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. And if we have any field goals tonight, that's brought to you by Bondra Ag Service. And the penalties are brought to you by Pink's Automotive. We hear the sounds of the Alan Parsons Project. Sirius and Eye in the Sky. As we await the Kewaunee Storm to come onto the field, the Redbirds are all set to return the second half kickoff.
Will receive the second half.
Just kind of wanted to do the old Bulls intro. And now, returning number 44, Ty Chris.
So, Darlington not very deep to receive at all. They've got guys up at the 20-yard line. Chris and also Goebel.
And we did get a report that Miller, the kicker for the Storm, is out, so that might be a result.
All right, here's a very poor kick that's going to go out of bounds. So maybe that's is something that plays into the Redbirds' hands, and I got to believe they'll get the football at the 35-yard line. In fact, they are moving the chains right now. Well, the chains are only up to the...
tangled up, it looks like.
Now I think they've had a change of heart, and they're going to make them kick it again. Yep. After seeing the poor kick that time by Wisniewski. Now let's see if they'll have Wisniewski kick or get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, and it's not really one of those things you practice for either, your starting kicker going down.
Well, the Houston Texans, their kicker got hurt in the pregame warmups, and Dare Ogunbowale had to kick, and he actually made a 29-yard field goal.
He looked good doing it, too.
Yeah. Well, now they have to back up 5 yards to the 35, and Wisniewski will kick off. Let's see if Darlington takes advantage of that. They would like to get the football out past the 35. Here's the kick, and once again, a low line drive kick that goes out of bounds. Make them kick it again.
Yep.
Tell them, look, we don't think you can straighten a ball out, and we'll make you kick until you end up in the end zone.
And Miller being out with injury looks like it is going to have an effect on this game.
Well, that's a key loss because Miller is their wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I'd make him kick it from the 30.
Penalty is for kickoff out of bounds.
And then if
Also
he
plays
keeps it,
corner.
if he keeps it in bounds, then get a good return.
Yep.
And see, look where Goebel and Chris are. Actually, it's Goebel and Chris to the near side. They're up around the 30-yard line. So Wisniewski to try to kick it off again. He runs up on it, and it's a short kick. And Darlington's going to field it to the 40-yard line and get ahead to the 45-yard line. 50, 45, and upended at around the 40-yard line. On the tackle, the special team tackle for Kewaunee was Tyler Van Goldham.
Great return by Maddox Goebel, and Darlington's in business.
So the strategy pays off for Darlington. 1st and 10 with the football at the 42 of Kewaunee. And if Darlington scores a touchdown, you're darn right they're going for 2 to try to tie this game. We start the second half. 1st and 10 at the 42 for the Birds. Short pistol formation here for Goebel. And he'll hand it off to Chris. No, he'll keep it himself. And he'll plow through ahead for positive yardage. And he is brought down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 4. Goebel, 2nd down and 6 yards to go at the 38-yard line of Kewaunee.
They'll go right back up to the line after gaining 40 yards on 1st down. We've seen this hurry up from Darlington.
Goebel, short pistol formation, and will keep it himself and spin his way ahead past the 35-yard line, and he gets to about the 36.
Great individual effort by Goebel. 57, Kemper Robinson had him dead to rights in the backfield, and Goebel was able to juke him out and gain 3 yards.
It's inside the 35, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go at the 34-yard line. Got to get to the 32. And hand off Ty Chris, and he'll go left and then curl back and go right, and he is dropped for no gain.
And there's Kemper Robinson. Made sure he wrapped up that time for the 1-yard gain.
It's 4th and 3 at the 35. Those are the football touching the 35. So Darlington, they simply cannot waste this golden opportunity of field position after the missed kicks on the kickoffs by Kewaunee. Under center now, Goebel. Goebel turning. Now he's looking to throw. Throws downfield. Got a man. He's got Maddox Goebel on a 1st down at the 25.
And that ended up being a great pass from Braylon Goebel. I think if he throws, that rainbow route, that gets broken up by the safety over top. He kind of underthrew the route, and Maddox Goebel was able to come up with a huge play.
Eccles made the tackle. It's a pickup of 11 yards. 1st and 10 at the 24. And the 1st down brought to you by First Supply of Platteville. Pistol for Goebel. Takes the snap. Drops back the pass. Now he'll wait. Now he'll throw. No, he'll run with the football. Throws downfield and a catch inside the 10-yard line. And a 1st down for the Redbirds. It is Murray on the catch for Darlington. Will Murray, and a 1st and goal.
What a great ball from Braylon Goebel.
It's at the 6-yard line. And now a running play for the Redbirds. They run off to the right and get down to around the 1.
Maddox Goebel got it to the 1. Yeah, he's close.
It's a pickup of 5. 2nd down and goal. At the 1-yard line, they run the football this time to the right side, and they're into the end zone for a touchdown.
Right back to Maddox Goebel. What a way to start the second half from the Redbirds.
Maddox Goebel, 1-yard touchdown run. That makes the score 28-26 with 9:18 to play till the end of the 3rd quarter. Redbirds are going to huddle up here. Obviously, they'll go for two. They want to try to tie this game with 9:18 to play, third quarter. They break the huddle. Maddox Goebel will split out to the left. Chris stays in the backfield with Reagan Jackson. Braylon Goebel, pistol formation, takes the snap, waits, and he gets clobbered. Down he goes. And here
trying to make a play.
They had Nathan Keel thinking he can rip the football away and run in for a touchdown. But no, you can't. But the score remains 28-26. Just with all these great plays, they just can't catch up. We'll keep it here.
Really good job by Owen Carlson on that 2-point attempt, and keeping contained and forcing it back in just like you're taught. But great way to start the half by the Redbirds. I mean, they needed to come out and respond, and they definitely did, and now the momentum kind of shifting a little bit.
Well, that was aided by the fact that Wisnicki could not kick the ball straight and went out of bounds on, what was it, 2 occasions? And then they had to go with a short kickoff. And that's all because of the injury to their wide receiver and kicker, Maddox Mueller. So now we'll have the kickoff by the Redbirds. They will have Tadeo Ramos Godoy kicking, and back to receive will be Owen Carlson. And, well, they'll have to get a different guy in there because Mueller is out. But they have a 3-man backfield. And here's the kickoff by Godoy. Nice high end-over-end kick. Running up on it, the 15-yard line to the 20, 25-yard line. Got a hole to the 35, and now the 40, and it upended.
Not the guy you want to kick it to.
No. Now, Carlson on the return, and a first down and 10 for Kewaunee. And the football will be at the 42-yard line. So only a 58-yard field here that they have to work with. They are going from right to left. 9:12 to play, third quarter. 28-26, Kewaunee. Stangl turns, gives, and up ahead past the 45-yard line to the 48, and it's Carlson on the carry. He picks up 6. It's second down and 4 yards to go at the 48-yard line.
Owen Carlson's been really impressive tonight, not only with his physical ability, but his patience. He's able to read the blocks and cut the ball back in. Great example of it on that play for 6 yards.
Not only Carlson running with the football, but I'll tell you a little bit more about him. From the 48-yard line, man in motion. Stangl handing off. Carlson takes 50-yard line. There he goes. There he goes. Down to the 40 to the 35 and brought down there. Just can't stop him.
Brought down by Dante Glendenning.
And Glendenning with the tackle and a first and 10. Inside Darlington territory to the 33-yard line. 19-yard pickup. We'll have to wait for what I wanted to say about Carlson after this play, because both of these teams are not taking much of the play clock. Give Carlson. Now they gum him up after he crosses the 30-yard line, and they upend him at the 29. It's second down and 6 yards to go at the 29-yard line. Carlson also has 7 receptions and 1 touchdown on the season to go along with his 2,152 yards of rushing. Straight handoff this time. It is Eccles who takes it and dives ahead to about the 25. Pickup of about 4. Third down and 2 coming up. And the line of scrimmage is the 25-yard line here in the third quarter with under 7.5 minutes to play in the quarter. Kewaunee leads 28-26 over Darlington. From the middle of the field, Stangl from the 25, under center. Long count, tried to draw Redbirds off that. He fumbled the football, but bounced right back to him, and he's running with it and picking up a first down. That's the luck that they've had on fumbles tonight. Reagan Jackson, also for the Darlington Redbirds. Roger Volkening on the tackle, and a first and 10. That ball bounced right back to him. in the green zone, the 19-yard line for the Kewaunee Storm. They were the Kewaunee Indians up until 2010, and the student body came up with the plan for the Storm. I think they picked a pretty good nickname for the 19. Stengel has two backs behind him. And a man in motion, turn, give, Carlson, and upended. The ball came loose. It's on the ground. Now let's find out who got it. It looks like Kewaunee got it. It was recovered by Mitchell Bader. At 6'5", 270, a sophomore, he had the presence of mind to recover that forward fumble.
He's been great for the Storm all year long. What a stick by Braylon Goebel forcing that fumble. We talked about at half the Storm need to hold on to the ball, and sometimes
why bother? It just keeps bouncing back to them.
Sometimes the football gods are just on your side.
Yeah, they gain positive yardage on fumbles. Here's the turn and a give to Stengel, hands it off and gets it to Carlson, and he is stopped at about the 10-yard line. See the Redbird players who got in on him, and they include Carter Murray and Brady Long, defensive back. Third down. No, he got the first down. And it's first and goal inside the 10-yard line. It's like at the 9.5-yard line. First and goal there. Wide side, near side for Stengel. Tight formation. And he drops the football again. It's on the ground. Darlington is indicating they've got it.
Looks like Braylon Goebel able to come up with the ball on the third fumble of the first drive. Darlington Redbirds are able to recover that one.
Braylon Goebel comes up with a loose ball. They've had quite a bit of trouble hanging onto the football from the center, from the exchange from the center to the quarterback, and it's recovered at the 6-yard line, and that is indeed a turnover. And that turnover brought to you by Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles. And now it's first and 10, Darlington Redbirds. They have the football at their own 9-yard line. Well, that's enough time to score here in the third quarter and try to go in front. There the handoff. And it's going to be the first back through, and it's Maddox Goebel. May have gotten a yard or two to the 8.
Yep, just kind of
check that.
Getting yourself a little bit of room, and we'll see if the Redbirds go back to the passing game. I mean, they've had a really good success so far this game.
It's actually a pickup of 5. So it was first and 10 from the 6, and it's now second and 5 from the 11.
Respecting that passing game.
Braylon Goebel is under center. Now he's looking left and right again. Blitz coming. Give. Ty Chris got some running room to the 15. Bounces off of a tackler and upended at about the 17-yard line. That was Maddox Goebel on the carry. And he's got the first down. First supply of Platteville first down. First and 10. The Birds have it at the 19-yard line.
The Storm have switched out of their 6-2 and running more of like a 5-3, 5-4, respecting this pass game, and Redbirds are running the ball again, making them pay.
Under center, Goebel, and stretch to the right, and it's going to be, this time, it's going to be a running play to the left, and
Christ
with the carry, it's Christ, and he's got another Darlington first down. He gets it out to the 30-yard line. He picked up 11. First and 10 with the Birds.
The Redbirds are playing their game, like I said during the half.
Line of scrimmage to the 30. So they move from the 6 to the 30. Running play again. Got a little bit of a tunnel up front. And Maddox Goebel on the carry. He gets tripped up on that play by one of the linebackers. Came through, and that's, it's Owen Carlson. Carlson, again, he plays on special teams. He plays on defense. He's no slouch. Second down and 5 at the 35-yard line. Running play, busting up the middle, past the 40 into the 45. It's Maddox Goebel with the carry.
And they were
And Kemper Robinson with the stop for Kewaunee. All out to the 46. He picked up 11 yards.
great individual effort by Maddox Goebel as well. The Redbirds were pulling the backside guard, Talon Chris, and I think Maddox Goebel beat him to the hole and still picked up 11.
Now Reagan Jackson's in there, and he is right in behind Goebel. Handoff now. It's going to be Maddox Goebel, 50-yard line, and then they drag him out of bounds at about the 46.
Great job up front blocking by Reagan Jackson, securing the edge. Owen Carlson's not an easy guy to block, and Jackson was able to chip block there and get the edge for the Redbirds.
Pickup of about 8. Second down and 2, and they are in Kewaunee territory at the 46, and a timeout being called. This is being called by Kewaunee.
One of those.
We have the timeout called by the Storm with 2:52 to play, third quarter. Kewaunee 28, Darlington 26. We're coming back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and WGLR.com. Back to action, and a running play for the Darlington Redbirds. And it's Reagan Jackson powering it right up the middle, past the 40, and dragged down at the 37. He picks up 9, first and 10, the Darlington Redbirds. They get to the line of scrimmage with Jackson in the backfield. Handoff, it's Maddox Goebel. He bounces out to the outside, spins his way past the 35, and then brought down at about the 32.
We got a flag on the near side. Probably
we see that, yep.
Looks like it'll probably be a hold.
If indeed is an enforceable penalty, it's a penalty brought to you by Pink's Automotive. Travis Winkers is giving the official here who just picked up the flag, giving him an earful. He is chomping at him right now. Obviously saying things like, what are you thinking of? Why'd you call that penalty? What qualifies that as a penalty?
Sir, well, I disagree respectfully.
Not those words. We can say those words, but yeah.
Those holding calls are drive killers.
It is first and 15. Back on the 42-yard line for the Redbirds. Handoff, and only getting to about the 45.
Back to Maddox Goebel. And I don't know if it's a conditioning thing, but this Darlington offensive line is really, really strong and tough. And part of their conditioning, I mean, being smaller than the Storm's defensive line, I think we're starting to see the effects of that. They're getting a great push up front.
Gain of 2, second down and 13 at the 45 of Kewaunee. Jackson stays in as the fullback in a full house backfield, and Goebel throws it downfield and overthrown, intended for Murray.
And that was Maddox Goebel on the pass.
Yeah, Maddox Goebel. He got the football and he tried to throw it downfield, but it was overthrown, bringing up third down and 13 at the 45. Gotta say this, Josh, Darlington has had their opportunities, and they have been opportunistic, moving the football downfield, but they can't quite close the deal.
And they were, like you said, moving the ball great on the ground this drive, and unfortunate holding penalty on first down backed them up, and we'll see what happens here on 3rd and 20. 18-ish.
Third down, 13. They don't have to get it all. but they got to get a lot. Now back to pass. Goebel throws it high in the air, and it's incomplete. Knocked down by Kewaunee. And good defense that time by the Storm. Connor Kilgore knocked it down, bringing up a 4th down.
He's replacing Maddox Muller. Darlington Redbirds realize that matchup, going against the backup, and try to go deep again.
Now Maddox Goebel will drop back in punt formation. And Kewaunee is not buying it. Well, now they are. Wisnicki is going to drop back at about the 15-yard line. Snap, running with the football a little bit, and then kicking it high in the air. Goebel, it hits at the 15. And will be down at about the 17-yard line. It had kind of a backward roll on that. And Gage Banfield, he killed the ball there. And it's going to be 1st down and 10. Kewaunee with the football at their own 18-yard line with a minute 44 to play, 3rd quarter. Kewaunee leads Darlington 28-26. Darlington would love to get a stop here. In fact, stop them dead in their tracks and get the football back in good field position. 1st and 10 for the 18-yard line. Stengel up to the line of scrimmage. Turn, giving, and getting tripped up to the line of scrimmage. Reagan Jackson then finishes off the ball carrier. And again, this time on the carry for Kewaunee was Owen Carlson.
What a great individual effort by Carlson. It looked like the Redbirds had him wrapped up in the backfield, and he ends up getting 4.
The gain out to the 22-yard line. He picked up 4, 2nd down and 6. Let's see if the Redbirds can stop them in their tracks again on this play. A minute 10 to play, 3rd quarter. Kewaunee 28, Darlington 26. Stengel under center. He's going to roll out with the football, and he runs into a whole bunch of tacklers, and they smother him. Yeah, Maddox Goebel was there. Got some help, too, from Carter Murray.
Reagan Jackson also there. Redbirds were not fooled by that rollout.
3rd down and 6 coming up.
We'll see if they have a deep safety again here. They did that in the 2nd quarter, kind of expecting a pass play, and Coach McGranahan read it right. The Storm did end up passing.
3rd and 6 now from the 23-yard line.
No deep safety.
Redbirds
Chris will go back.
Now back to pass. And the pass intercepted by the Redbirds to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Carter Murray. Carter Murray, 28-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Brady Long on the interception.
Brady Long.
All conference corner.
How did I miss that?
5 and 6, their numbers. What a read by Brady Long on that play. And Coach McGranahan, I mean, had the deep safety expecting a pass, and so was Brady Long.
All right, I apologize. I cannot see very well, and thus I thought the 5 was a 6. Darlington takes the lead, 32-28. They will go for 2. Try to extend their lead, at least get a 6-point lead out of this. Redbirds up to the line of scrimmage. Goebel calling out the signals. He's in the pistol formation. Man coming in motion near side. And they'll throw it here to the penalty flag is down. No play.
And they had Will Murray wide open.
They did. There's probably movement. It probably will not affect the play call. They'll probably go to another run or pass play. All right, yep. There's movement on the part of the Redbirds. So the mistakenly aforementioned Carter Murray is now coming in.
And that's frustrating for Coach Winkers. He had the play call that he wanted, and Will Murray would have been open were it not for the false start on the 2-point.
Well, now they'll try from the 7-yard line. Will Murray split out left Maddox Goebel in the slot left.
Man coverage.
Pistol. Goebel throws the ball up for grabs, corner of the end zone, and it is caught! Caught by Will Murray for the 2-point extra point.
Full extension from Will Murray catching that 2-point, and he looks like he's still down.
It is now Darlington 32, Kewaunee 28. Back with more of the third quarter. No, we'll keep it here. There's only 12.6 seconds to play in the quarter.
One of those where you fully extend your body, and I think he got the wind knocked out of him momentarily.
But he came down hard. Of course, that's 6'7" of coming down hard.
And the concentration to hold on to the ball after you hit the ground, great play by Will Murray.
Football Tonight brought to you by Dearth Livestock, satisfying its customers' needs for 3 generations, fully licensed and bonded. They provide cattle pickup and transportation for area farmers. Dearth Livestock, Highway 81, Cuba City. Pecatatica Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Cenex fuel products will keep you on the go. The South Wayne Mart and Pecatatica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. Pops Tire. I love the old commercials years ago. Pops, the professionals. Pops Tire Service in Darlington, featuring more than just tires, with everything from oil changes to alignments to brakes to engine diagnostics. Stop into Pops Tire Service in Darlington. And Apple River State Bank, proud to support the Redbirds. Apple River State Bank, local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. Redbirds to kick off with Ramos, and here's the kickoff. And going to be taken far side of the field, dropped, and then picked up 20-yard line to the 22 and getting smothered.
That ended up being a great kick by Ramos Godoy. It kept it away from Carlson, but not so far to the side that it was a threat to go out of bounds.
Connor Kilgore on the return. Tell you what, with what happened, we don't know how he was injured, Maddox Miller, but it has changed this game.
Absolutely. He's cornerback on defense too, and Redbirds kind of, they passed the ball well in the first half, but in the second half they've kind of took advantage of Miller's absence, and it's had a big impact on the game.
The Storm will have the football first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. We still have 7.1 seconds to play in the third quarter. Our football is being brought to you in part by Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service for your best choice for all your heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding area. Check them out on the web at fritzsburnerservices.com. Ritchie Implement, recognizing all high school athletes. High school athletes, they offer opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Ritchie Implement with the locations in Cobb, Barneveld, and Darlington. Also, Brian Steffens Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of southwest Wisconsin since 1996. First and 10 at the 24 with 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Turn, give, and a run off to the right side. Stopped short of the 30-yard line. Owen Carlson on the carry. That will end the third quarter. Darlington 34 and Kewaunee 28. Back with the fourth quarter after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and WGLR.com.
Athletic training services. We are neighbors caring for neighbors.
Memorial Hospital, Lafayette County, 800 Clay Street, Darlington.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
No Doff Lumber in Belmont and Darlington for agricultural, commercial, and residential building and remodels. No Doff Lumber can assist you with all your projects. Serving southwest Wisconsin for over 100 years. No Doff Lumber, Belmont and Darlington.
In Game 7.
97.7 Country WGLR, Darlington 34 and Kewaunee 28, and a run by the Storm to begin the fourth quarter, and it gains them a first down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Can Darlington hang on? First and 10. Handoff, working behind left tackle. It's Carlson on the carry, and he gains yardage out to about the 42-yard line.
And the momentum,
make it the 43.
You just kind of feel from the fan reaction and the atmosphere that momentum has shifted considerably. And I got to attribute some of it to Darlington's great conditioning.
Just underway, fourth quarter, 11 minutes to play in the game. Darlington leads 34-28. So it's a precarious lead at this time. Under center, Stengel gives, and with it is Carlson, and he gets wrapped up and brought down at the 41. Look at that, 4 tacklers there for Darlington converging on him.
And
getting help from Maddox Goebel. And also on the stop for the Redbirds is Roger Volkening.
Very nearly lost the ball again there, Shark.
The gain to the 41. Third down, and we'll call it 3. Got to reach the 44 to get the first down.
Go with almost a 55-man.
Stengel under center, man going in motion. Stops in the slot, handoff, Carlson gets hit before he can get to the first down marker.
What
and
a
again,
stick.
gang tackling by Volkening.
Led by Reagan Jackson, what a stick.
Will Murray there too. And it's going to be 4th down and 1. Do the Storm roll the dice. 4th and 1 at the 38. They got to reach the 39, the 44, make it the 43-yard line. They got to get to the 44. Fans on their feet. 9.5 minutes to play in the game. They're going for it. Turn, give, and getting the first down. Getting the first down. Once again, the Redbirds are saying they got the football.
I think he was down by contact before the ball came loose.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Travis Winkers is saying, hey, I think that ball came loose. But it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Storm. On the run by Carlson at the 45-yard line. Redbirds coming to life here in the second half, and they lead 34-28. Turn, give, Carlson, and they plug up the left side of the hole and brought down at about the 47-yard line.
Great play by
second down and 8 coming up.
Great job up front by Talon Christ, and this Darlington defense, they're stopping the chunk plays that we saw in the first half, and this is a whole new ball game.
So what they have to do is string together 3 or 4 of them in a row in order to get the ball back. In other words, the chunk plays, well, you get 3 here, 3 there, and another 4 there. You know, you can keep the chain moving. 2nd and 8 from the 47. Handoff is to Carlson, and again, they plug up the hole short of the 50-yard line. On the stop for the Darlington Redbirds, they had Goebel, Maddox Goebel, along with Talon Christ.
And I'm probably starting to sound like a little bit of a broken record, but this Darlington team just seems like they have more life, like they're better conditioned and ready to play.
3rd down and about 6 from the 49. Turn and a give, and getting to the outside and picking up a first down, and then finally run down at the 40-yard line. That is Owen Carlson, and a first down for Kewaunee. 1st and 10. They'll spot the football at the 40-yard line. Well, you can forgive the Redbirds a little bit for that because it's pretty hard to totally stop a running back such as Carlson.
And yeah, great individual effort by Carlson to get the edge there. Juke on the outside to get the first down.
7:35 remaining in the game. Darlington 34, Kewaunee, 28. Man going in motion, right to left, giving. And Carlson breaks through the front line and then works his way down inside the 35 to about the 32. Brady Long makes the tackle for the Redbirds, and the line of scrimmage will be the 33. Picked up 7. Second down, 3 yards to go.
Great push up front by the Storm offensive line. I think must have heard me that haven't been getting a lot of push off the line, and great job up front.
Second down and 3 at the 33. 6:50 remaining in the game. Darlington 34, Kewaunee 28. And a give is to Carlson. He's got an opening. Carlson then gets to the 30-yard line, and then he gets sideswiped at about the 29. He picks up a first down. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage will be the 28. Darlington's going to need some really tough, possibly green zone defense. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line for Kewaunee. 2 receivers to the right. Carlson in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he works off tackle left, and then they drag him down short of the 25-yard line.
Ross Christ almost brought him down in the backfield. He still gets 2 yards. And
second down and 8 yards to go.
Redbirds will need to string a couple defensive plays like that together.
Line of scrimmage, the 26. Our football game brought to you by Humphrey Transport and Recycling in Shullsburg. Humphrey Transport and Recycling, buying all types of scrap metal and providing towing assistance and scrap metal dumpster service. Check them out on Facebook. Humphrey Transport and Recycling. 2nd and 8 from the 26-yard line for Kewaunee. The Storm. And straight handoff this time to the fullback. And
fullback dive to Eccles and getting nothing.
Yeah, there wasn't much open there at all. He does get it down inside the 25. Picked up about 1.5 yards. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6. Just inside the 25-yard line. No doubt, 2-down territory. They'll come up to the line of scrimmage with 5:13 left in the game. Darlington 34, Kewaunee 26. 3rd down and 6, undoubtedly 4-down territory. Stengel is under center. Man going in motion, right to left. Turn, give, and first down yardage, and blasting through the line is Carlson, and a first down inside the 20 down to about the 15. Gained almost 10 yards on that play. They'll mark it at the 16.
Once again, great patience and great cut by Carlson to get the first down.
It's to the 16. 1st and 10. Clock running. 4:35 to play in the game. Darlington 34. Kewaunee 28. 2 receivers right. None to the left. I formation. Kewaunee with the football. And the ball goes to Carlson. He works his way right, and he's tripped up by Maddox Goebel at the 16, and no gain. 2nd down and 10 at the 16-yard line. Redbirds got to do that for 2 more plays.
And Coach McGranahan dialing up the run blitz, and Maddox Goebel, right place, right time, shooting through the line and bring the running back down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line. Clock running. Under 4 minutes to play in the game. Stengel handing it off. Carlson can't get to the outside. Volkening wraps him up and takes him down at the 16. No gain. 3rd down and 10 coming up. He got maybe a half a yard on that play, closer to the 15.
And we'll see if, at this point, if the Storm go back to the pass game. I mean, Stengel hasn't looked super sharp passing the ball so far tonight.
They're in the huddle right now. 3rd and 10 at the 15-yard line. 3:15 and counting down to the ball game. They need 2 more plays, the Redbird defense.
Nobody over top for the Redbirds defense.
Stengel under center. Man in motion, left to right. Now, play action fake, rolling out, throws the football downfield, and it's caught but stopped short at about the 13-yard line. The catch was made by the tight end, Nathan Krul. or Nathan Keel. It is a gain to the 13. It is 4th down, 4th and 6 at the 13-yard line. 2.5 minutes left in the ball game. They get to the line of scrimmage. This may be the game. Stengel under center. Back to pass. Throws near side. It's incomplete. The pass was intended for number 13, Coy Kleeman.
Brady Long in the coverage again.
Darlington comes up big. Let's see, that drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plays from the 39 to the 13. We have 2:15 remaining in the football game. At Darlington now, they'll probably need to pick up at least 1 first down.
You're right with that long drive, Shark. I mean, it's good to have long drives like that, but you need to finish them because otherwise you're taking off too much time.
And they did not. So now the Redbirds have the advantage. 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line. Running play up the middle. And positive yardage for Ty Chris as he gets up to the 16-yard line. And Kewaunee is taking a timeout. That is their 2nd timeout. They only have 1 more remaining.
Yep.
And there is no stoppage for the 2-minute warning. There is a stoppage for first downs, but that too benefits Darlington. We have 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the ball game. Darlington leads 34-28. 2nd down and 7 coming up with the line of scrimmage at the 16-yard line for the Darlington Redbirds. Our football brought to you by Mike and Sherry Yeager, their family and team at Roadside Dairy in Mineral Point, proudly supporting all area high school sports and wishes area student athletes good luck and success this season. 2nd and 7 from the 16. 1 timeout remains for the Storm. This is the state semifinal in Division 6. The winner plays Thursday for the state championship. Here's a running play up the middle. And just short of a first down. Ty Christ, no, Reagan Jackson. And he's got enough for a first down.
Great job up front and by Jackson finishing it off. And you got to feel great for
Gain is out to the 23.
The guys up front really want this. Thomas Busher, Talon Chris, Eli Chris, Ross Chris, and Gage Banfield, and Will Murray too.
Oh yeah. We foolish not to use a big frame like his as a blocker.
Oh yeah.
Clock running. 1:35 to play in the game. Kewaunee can only stop the clock 1 more time. And the running play off to the left side. It is Chris with the carry. Gains maybe a yard to the 24. And Kewaunee takes the timeout. It will be 2nd down and 9 from the 24-yard line for the Darlington Redbirds. Football brought to you by Melody Hawkins of Exit Professional Real Estate Monroe. Her experience in real estate takes the stress out of buying your next home, farm, or business for all of your real estate needs. Melody Hawkins, Exit Professional Real Estate Monroe. All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company. Specializing in agricultural and commercial projects, All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-State for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook and call today for a quote. 2nd and 9 for the 24 for the Darlington Redbirds. Clock is stopped with 1:21 to play in the game, and Darlington holding on to a 34-28 lead. Braylon Goebel will go under center. Now the official blow the whistle for something.
Clock is now running.
Oh, okay, that's, I think, what they wanted to do. They wanted to get the clock going, and they are allowing Darlington to use as much of the play clock as they would like.
Yep, don't do anything fancy, and yeah, kind of what we discussed at half. Play your game. Darlington football, great defense and run the ball.
The clock now down to 46 seconds. 2nd and 9 from the 24-yard line. Now, Travis Winkers is trying to get the attention of the officials.
On the field, Darlington.
Darlington takes the timeout, and it comes with 37.9 seconds to play. And I don't believe Kewaunee can stop the clock.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think they can stop the clock. Darlington, I think, has 2 timeouts remaining, and Kewaunee has none. So I would not be surprised if we just see a kneel down on this play.
Or kind of go back in the pistol formation a bit and maybe run around a little bit to get it down to under 35.
Right now it's at 37.9. Darlington comes back out offensively with a 2nd down and 9. And yeah, they're going to line up in a victory formation because they've got Maddox Goebel. As a setback, they snapped the ball, they took the knee, and that's it, man. Darlington has done it. There is a big celebration going on the field as Darlington, with 25 seconds and the clock counting down, and nobody is in the position to stop it. And the final will be Darlington 34, Kewaunee 28. And I got to say, Josh, this is, again, another signature victory for the Darlington Redbirds in their football history.
Well, and the thing too, Shark, look at the celebration. That's awesome. But, I mean, you heard people not necessarily criticize Darlington, but, oh, yeah, their playoff games, they only won 7-0. They only won by a touchdown each game. Well, the level of competition has just been absolutely amazing for the Redbirds, and they proved once again how good of a football team they actually are.
And there are some that may say, well, they haven't won a state championship in almost 40 years. 1995 was the last time they've done it. All those trips to the state tournament in Madison, and they've got nothing. And again, those are the words of the naysayer. When you accomplish that repeatedly, that's an incredible level of success each and every year, being one of the finalists. Yeah, you'd love to win a state championship. Who wouldn't?
Yep.
But to have all that success too to come with it, yeah, that's almost unprecedented. And we see it from other programs too. Lancaster has done it. Blackhawk is on the verge of being that too, because they've won multiple titles.
They were winning last we checked tonight as well to go to state.
Yes, absolutely. Eau Claire Regis certainly. Fond du Lac St. Mary Springs certainly. Monroe certainly. Got to take your hats off to all those type of programs that, again, have enjoyed multiple years of enormous success. And Darlington right now keeping that going, where they will play at 1 o'clock on Thursday next week for a state championship in Division 6.
And how bad does this coaching staff want one of their own to claim? Darlington, we talk about their great history. Now this is this team and this coaching staff's chance.
Your final from DMV Stadium in DeForest. It's Darlington 34, Kewaunee 28. Hey, we're going to step out for a moment, and I'm pretty sure we'll see Travis Winkers come up this way, and we'll chat with him. Maybe he's going to bring a few players with him as well, too. We want to talk to them, too, and congratulate them on this great level of success. Darlington going to 12-1 with a 34-28 win over the Kewaunee Storm. Football brought to you by First National Bank of Darlington and Gratiot, proudly serving your banking needs since 1934. Check them out at fnbdarlington.com or find them on Facebook. First National Bank of Darlington, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Legends Pub and Grill on Main Street in Darlington, your home for Redbird sports. Stop in for great food and drinks and check them out. Check out the daily specials on Facebook. Legends Pub and Grill in Darlington. Hunter Johnson at Country Financial in Darlington. Proudly supporting Redbird Athletics. From insurance to investments, here to help you protect what you value most. Contact Hunter Johnson of Country Financial in Darlington. At Piggly Wiggly of Darlington, stop in and reserve your holiday dinner or pick up fresh meats and bread from the deli and bakery. Go Redbirds from Piggly Wiggly in Darlington. It's the Darlington Redbirds 34 and the Kewaunee Storm 28. The Culver's Cool Down Postgame Show. That's moments away on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and WGLR.com.
Southwest Health obstetrics and gynecology providers are here for you every step of the way, no matter your stage of life or specific concern. From preventative and routine care, family planning and conception, to finally bringing home a baby, or advanced gynecological and surgical care, the obstetrics and gynecology team at Southwest Health provides experience, respect, and a genuine passion for understanding your individual wants and needs. With Southwest Health's obstetrics and gynecology team, you can expect personalized care as remarkable as you. To make an appointment with gynecologist Dr. Stephen Bajewski, OBGYN Dr. Melissa Carter, or Southwest Health's newest OBGYN, Mary Beth Malta, call 608-342-0986. Our dedicated obstetrics and gynecology team is ready to take care of you.
97.7 Country, WGLR. Another state championship game appearance for the Darlington Redbirds coming up next week, as the Redbirds win the state semifinal over Kewaunee 34-28. I'm Mark Evenstad, along with Josh Wiederholt from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. A come-from-behind win by the Darlington Redbirds, I might add, because they trailed much of the game. But they really came to life in the second half. We're going to have a tough time coming up with a tri-court turning point of this one, Josh. But when we come up to that on our Culver's Cool Down postgame show, we'll definitely select a very what's I'm trying to find, a deserving play that would make that possible. Our game tonight brought to you by Clare Bank with their 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proudly supporting high school sports. Clare Bank, when they say we can do that, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Southwest Health, creating healthier communities through their hospitals and clinics in Platteville, Cuba City, and Keeler. Find out more at southwesthealth.org. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. That's West End Salvage of Lancaster. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. Community First Bank. Community First Bank, for you and the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Myers Heating and Cooling, servicing Southwest Wisconsin since 1999. Myers Heating and Cooling, where they say, don't worry, we got this. Mound City Bank's total line of credit, allowing you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in to Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, experience the difference. And Russell Law Offices, here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, that's Russell Law Offices. Hey, we got more of our Culver's Cool Down postgame show straight ahead on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM Lancaster. I'll take it.
Is looking for people to assist in various types of electrical projects such as residential, commercial, and farm. Experience preferred but not required. Hours are 40 to 50 hours per week depending on the demand. Benefits include paid holidays, company match retirement, and paid vacation time. Pay will depend on experience. To inquire, contact Chip at 608-778-3691 or mcnettelectric@gmail.com. McNett Electric, Belmont.
Heads Up Salon. Sherry, Jenny, Brittany, and Sydney at Heads Up do highlights, color, cuts, perms, and new barbering services too. Heads Up Salon, North Jefferson Street, Lancaster. No Golf Lumber in Belmont and Darlington for agricultural, commercial, and residential building and remodels. No Golf Lumber can assist you with all your projects. Serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 100 years. No Golf Lumber, Belmont and Darlington.
In Game 9.
97.7 Country WGLR. It's a happy DMB Stadium, at least on the part of the Darlington Redbirds. They win the state semifinal over Kewaunee. The final 34-28. Coming up, we'll have our Culver's Cool Down post-game show. Josh and I will come up with a tri-core turning point. Also the turning point of the drive of the game and the scrapper of the game and a whole lot more. We'll get to that and more. We'll take this time out right now on 97.7 Country WGLR and WGLR.com.
In Game 10.
Memorial Hospital of Blackwood County is proud to provide Darlington High School athletic training services. We are neighbors caring for neighbors.
Memorial Hospital, Lafayette County, 800 Clay Street, Darlington.
Rural Mutual believes that something more important than winning or losing is how you respond to a challenge. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Sportsmanship Award. The award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how their team and your community can work together to be true champions.
No Golf Lumber in Belmont and Darlington for agricultural, commercial, and residential building and remodels. No Golf Lumber can assist you with all your projects. Serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 100 years. No Golf Lumber, Belmont and Darlington.
In Game 10.
97.7 Country WGLR and WGLR.com. Mark Evenstad, Josh Wiederholt from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Successful day at the office for the Darlington Redbirds as they win over Kewaunee 34-28. Our football is brought to you by Claire Bank with 8 locations in southwest Wisconsin, proudly supporting high school sports. Claire Bank, when they say we can do that, member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Also Southwest Health, creating healthier communities through their hospitals and clinics in Platteville, Cuba City, and Keeler. Find out more at southwesthealth.org. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. And there's some more good news tonight when it comes to high school football. Black Hawk Warren wins over well, that's not right. It is Black Hawk Warren winning over Reeseville 36-7. So Black Hawk Warren is going to state again. And that will be the game before the Darlington game. That game will be at 10 o'clock on Thursday next week at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. So we'll have back-to-back games on Queen Bee Radio next week. That's on our shoebox scoreboard. Hey, we have some other scores for you. Let's see here. Finals, Edgar over Bangor, 21-3. Blackhawk will look for 3 state championships in a row as they take on Edgar. They faced each other in 2018 and 2019, so familiar opponents nonetheless. Stratford, 35, Grantsburg, 21. There's 4 minutes left in that game. Volleyball earlier today, Galena won in 2 sets. It's a 2-set sweep over Effingham St. Anthony, 25-18, 25-17, and It's going to be the Galena Pirates taking on, let's see if I can remember it off the top of my head, because I remember writing it down, but remembering what I wrote down. But they'll play at 10:30 tomorrow for the state championship in Class 1A. We'll have that on Extreme 1071 The X and x1071.com, beginning with the pregame at 10 a.m. So there you go with that. That is all taken care of. This game itself, Josh, we had a lot of scoring in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Not much scoring in the second quarter, and definitely not much scoring in the second half, except for Darlington getting the go-ahead score and making that stand up.
Yep, and huge interception by Brady Long, pick six. And both teams, I mean, the game started out Kewaunee with a great first drive and kind of what they've been doing all season long. And we're like, you know, they look really good on this drive, and Darlington just never went away, played Darlington football and play tough defense and run the ball. And I mean, how many times, too, did it seem like the ball just didn't bounce their way as well? And eventually it did on the final turnover.
Final is Darlington 34 and Kewaunee 28. And Darlington's opponent will be Stratford next week. Stratford played Darlington in a regular season game a few years back.
Yep.
They claim they won that game. There was a fumble while Darlington was running down the clock near the goal line. They said that Alex Erickson fumbled and lost the football, but officials said he didn't, and then Darlington kicked a game-winning field goal on the final play of the game.
Tale as old as time, right? Southwest Wisconsin football teams taking on the old Merriwood teams.
Yeah.
At state.
There you go. What we'll do, we'll take another break, and when we come back, the Culver's Cool Down post-game show. We hope to talk to Travis Winkers. We hope to talk to a couple of other members of the Redbirds. We'll do all of that and more after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and WGLR.com.
Postgame 4 minutes.
Southwest Health's obstetrics and gynecology providers are here for you every step of the way, no matter your stage of life or specific concern. From preventative and routine care, family planning and conception, to finally bringing home a baby, or advanced gynecological and surgical care, the obstetrics and gynecology team at Southwest Health provides experience, respect, and a genuine passion for understanding your individual wants and needs. With Southwest Health's obstetrics and gynecology team, you can expect personalized care as remarkable as you. To make an appointment with gynecologist Dr. Stephen Bajewski, OBGYN Dr. Melissa Carr, or Southwest Health's newest OBGYN, Mary Beth Wampler, call 608-342-0986. Our dedicated obstetrics and gynecology team is ready to take care of you. Grant Regional Health Center Auxiliary is proud to bring back a favorite holiday tradition, Festival of Trees. It's a perfect way to welcome the holiday season. Mark your calendars for Friday, December 1st and Saturday, December 2nd to see a wonderful array of trees sponsored by your local businesses and community groups. Get a photo with Elsa and Olaf. Warm up with samples from the Perfect Blend Coffee Company, all happening in the Congregational Church on the Square in Lancaster. Visit grantregional.com/Festival of Trees to learn more. Hope to see you there.
To everyone who appreciates a fresh meal that comes from the heart, let our team member Emma tell you what's special about the Culver's Way.
We take great tasting burgers seriously in Wisconsin. Favorite recipes, fresh ingredients, real Wisconsin cheese. It's a place where traditions matter. So of course it's where Culver's Butter Burger was born. Fresh, never frozen beef with a lightly buttered toasted bun.
What can we say? To us, it's a whole lot more than a burger. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Visit Culver's today in Platteville, Dubuque, and Galena. You give 110% at work and in the game. So why not give 110% to get a beautiful, healthy smile? Schedule your routine checkups and any major dental care at Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. They'll help you maintain a beautiful smile, along with daily brushing and flossing for healthy teeth and gums. Call today to schedule your checkup. And if you have any problems with your teeth, make an appointment with Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Cheese is the perfect addition to any holiday meal. Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese House. Visit our store for your favorite cheese selections, including our own Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We customize gift boxes for any budget. Don't forget about our made-to-order cheese trays that everyone will love. Taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House. Visit us on Facebook, RaleighCheese.com, or on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
McNett Electric, Inc. is looking to hire 2 positions for their team. McNett Electric is looking for people to assist in various types of electrical projects such as residential, commercial, and farm. Experience preferred but not required. Hours are 40 to 50 hours per week depending on the demand. Benefits include paid holidays, company match retirement, and paid vacation time. Pay will depend on experience. To inquire, contact Chip at 608-778-3691 or mcnettelectric@gmail.com. McNett Electric, Belmont.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Times have changed since Mom first created Culver's Double Butterburger Deluxe, but one thing sure hasn't.
Craig, what would you like to share for show and tell?
This is a Butterburger. Fresh beef, never frozen, seared to perfection, topped with real Wisconsin cheese on a lightly buttered bun. Butterburger, Butterburger.
Hungry? Stop in for one today.
It's time for the Culver's Cool Down Postgame Show, brought to you by Culver's in Dubuque, Galena, and Platteville.
97.7 Country WGLR, the final from DMB Stadium in DeForest. It's the Darlington Redbirds 34 and the Kewaunee Storm 28 in a WIAA Division 6 state semifinal. I'm Mark Evenstad with Josh Wiederholt. And, oh, Josh, take a look at what we just found. We've got the head coach of the Darlington Redbirds with us right now, Travis Winkers, with a smile on his face. That's a great come from behind win is at one of the biggest levels to have it happen, Travis.
Yeah, I'm just so happy for our kids. We got really, really good kids that, you know, we've been on this stage the last 2 years and came up just a little short. We were so close both times, and to punch through and get a chance to play again on Thursday, I'm just so happy for them.
This your first time making it to the state tournament? When you were at Marcus, then did you have state tournament teams?
Lost in level 4 to Springs. And and a really tight game, too. So this is my COVID year, you know, the fluke year, there wasn't anything, but this is my 4th time being level 4 in 6 years, for the first time getting past it. So.
Well, it's a come from behind win. You know, they jumped up on top, but, you know, to your team's credit then, you got an equalizer score and then went ahead. They tied it up. They went ahead, and then in the second half, you guys made magic happen.
Yeah, we played really well. You know, we got kids that, again, they've been there. Put together a nice drive, putting together another nice drive, and we started at the 5 or the 10, got down, and I know we ended up having to punt or whatever on that one, but then senior Brady Long, you know, we play all man-to-man, cover 0 pretty much the whole night, no safety over the top, gets a pick 6. I mean, it's awesome.
That was an
you picked up on that, didn't you, Josh?
Oh,
yeah. What else have you got for Travis here?
And just kind of, look at the mental toughness of your guys. I mean, up in the booth, we have a little better angle too, and there was 3 or 4 times the ball was on the ground that it just seemed didn't bounce the Redbirds' way, and the guys never gave up and kept fighting.
Yeah, you're 100% right. One of the last ones is like, are we going to get a break ever? You know, the biggest one that was like the biggest kick in the gut was on the kickoff.
Yep,
you know, we caused a fumble. It shoots straight up to arguably the best player on the field in Carlson. And it's like, it was just reminiscent to the game we lost to Prairie when we had a block punt. And there's, you know, we got 10 Darlington guys around it, pops to Blake Theory from Prairie, the best player on the field. It's like, no, we're not having deja vu. This isn't going to happen. We're going to stick it up in the grit and the perseverance, like you said. That's all our kids.
Yeah, and if that ball goes to anybody else on the field,
They're
Travis,
not scoring on it.
They don't score. They don't have anybody else fast enough like Carlson to run away from everybody. But again, you guys recovered from that. You know, sometimes bad things happen, and you got to find a way to recover from them, don't you?
100%. And again, it's a senior-led crew. We got 14 seniors that played all year, and then Danilo played all 4 years. And then Danilo joined this year as our kicker. So we got a lot of guys that have a lot of experience. You know, they got to play a lot of bonus football with the playoff runs we've had.
And one more at Camp Randall.
That's awesome. 60 degrees on Thursday at 1 o'clock in November, man.
And you know, when it comes to something like this, now I guess you have to kind of figure out the protocol that takes place. What time to be there, and what routine you have to get into. You know, because you haven't been there before, and it's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah, it is. You know, and obviously it's my first time, but we got guys on staff, Lee Black, some other guys that were on staff those 4-year runs that they had from like 13 through 16. Hunter Johnson was a player. Will Schwartz were a player. They're on staff now, so they can kind of help me out there. They're going to definitely be dudes that I rely on a lot this week of, hey, how long are we getting the McLean Center? How long do we get all that stuff? And I'm going to reach out to John Hoke. I'll reach out to Corey Mills and guys that have been there a lot too. And just Corey's a little bit different because they start right at D7, you know. So I'll reach out to Coach Hoke probably a little bit more and kind of get the protocol there too.
Well, you can't deny this, Travis. The second half was somewhat of a turning point in the game because their wide receiver and their kicker, number 36, Maddox Miller, he was injured. At the end of the first half?
Right at the end of the first half, yeah.
And that changed the game. I could feel it when Wisnicki could not kick off. At least he couldn't kick off straight, and the ball went out of bounds. And you guys made them kick it over again and again, and that changed the game.
It changed the game with the kicking part, but I honestly believe he's their second best player behind Carlson. Like, he is we're playing cover zero against probably the best receiver we faced all year. And obviously what he can do in the kicking game, but then also he's the other corner. You know what I mean? So now they got to put their third string corner in, you know, and we got guys, I know we didn't utilize it all the time, but we took some shots on that side. I mean, he's a really good player, and I feel bad that he missed this. I hope he's okay.
All right, hey, Travis, we'll let you go next door here and talk a little bit more about this win. You might as well. Congratulations here tonight.
Yeah, thanks for covering us. I really appreciate it. And I know I got mad at you in the pregame interview because I felt like we didn't have a shot, but hey, we took care of it.
Congratulations, Coach. Yeah. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Travis. Travis Winkers, coach of the Darlington Redbirds, on the Culver's Cool Down postgame show. We think we'll get some players in here too as well. Travis was mad at me. I didn't even know that. So here we are on the Culver's Cool Down postgame show, recapping it then. First quarter, Kewaunee scored on the 5th play of the ball game. 55-yard touchdown run by Owen Carlson. Miller added the extra point. It was 7-0. Kewaunee. But Darlington answered. See, this is what the big difference was in this game as opposed to Kewaunee's previous, 6, 7 games. Teams couldn't do anything against them the rest of the way. But Darlington came up with an answer, and Reagan Jackson scored on a 24-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Goebel. And then the Redbirds then were successful with the extra point by Godoy, and it was 7-7. And then Darlington went ahead later in the quarter. Chris, a 2-yard touchdown run, and Godoy with the extra point, 14-7. Darlington is ahead, but Kewaunee answered, and this is all in the first quarter. Carlson, a 26-yard touchdown run. Miller with the extra point. We are tied at 14-14. We get into the second quarter, and nothing was happening for much of that second quarter, but with under 3 minutes to go until halftime, a 26-yard touchdown pass from Stengel to Eccles, and the extra point good, 21-14. Kewaunee went up on top, and you're thinking, well, all right, so we'll have to We'll have to play from behind at halftime, 21-14. Not really. Darlington, right before halftime, got a touchdown. It was Maddox Goebel on a 15-yard touchdown pass from Braylon Goebel. A chance for Darlington to go into the halftime tied, but the extra point was missed. So it was 21-20, and you're thinking that Darlington was only going to be down by 1 point at halftime. Wrong again. A very bizarre play on the kickoff. It was Carlson scooping up a fumble. The ball was fumbled on the ensuing kickoff, and it bounced right to Carlson. He grabbed it and went 75 yards for a touchdown. Mueller added the extra point, and it was 28-20. Kewaunee out in front of Darlington at halftime. We go to the third quarter, and early in the second half, Maddox Goebel scored on a 1-yard touchdown run, and Darlington then took the lead. It was, the score was 28-20 at halftime. Darlington gets a score, but the try for two failed, and Darlington trailed 28-26. That was in the third quarter. But then Kewaunee gets a touchdown. Let's see here. It was 28-20. Yeah, it was 28-26. It was 28-26, and then Kewaunee had the football late in the third quarter, and Darlington scored on a 28-yard interception return by Brady Long, and the 2-point try was good. And Darlington went ahead 34-28. And then in the fourth quarter, Josh, these were the possessions. A long 16-play drive by Kewaunee that went from their own 39-yard line to the Darlington 13, but then they turned the ball over on downs, and Darlington took over with 2:15 to play in the game and ran out the clock. And they are the ones going to Madison after all of that.
And that drive in the fourth quarter took a lot of time off the clock as well for the Storm. And yeah, and not finishing it off. And for this Redbirds defense, we've known all year, they're a great defense, bend but didn't break, and ended up getting the turnover on downs to go to state.
That drive by Kewaunee ate up almost 10 minutes off of the clock. They had it the outset of the fourth quarter, and they ran it down to 2:15 before Darlington took over, and then Kewaunee ran out of timeouts.
Yep.
That's quite a win. Let's see, where are we here? We're on the Culver's Cool Down postgame show. So I've given you the rundown of the game. Let's tell you about the tri-court turning point. Well, let's talk about the drive of the game. With the exception of Kewaunee's drive that took up almost 10 minutes.
And yeah, they didn't end up getting any points out of that. I think Darlington's first drive of the second half, when they came out and just they had energy, and their offensive line got great push, and they ran the ball all the way down, and Maddox Goebel was able to punch it in for the touchdown to make the score 26-28. And that kind of, after that drive, you kind of got the feeling the momentum's turning. Darlington is fired up and they're ready to go, and that was a huge drive.
There you go. Drive of the game brought to you by Les Mack Chevy downtown, and Les Mack Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and Les Mack Ford on Highway 61 North, Lancaster. Custom order your new vehicle from Les Mack, where you always get more from Les. And the tri-court turning point, Josh.
It's got to be the Brady Long pick six.
Put them back up on top. Put them on top for only the second time the whole ball game.
Yep, and put them on top for good. And Coach Winkers was saying they were running man defense almost all night. And when you have a corner like Brady Long and playmaker, your big time players make big time plays, and Brady Long certainly did.
Yeah, he made the biggest play of the night with that 28-yard pass interception for a touchdown. It's brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans are built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Most valuable player. That's sponsored by Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings, your dreams, and Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you.
Braylon Goebel came out
played
of
a heck of a
nowhere
game.
today. Not out of nowhere, but not the game that he's usually used to doing. And through the passing game, he was 9 of 15, 154 yards, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and that 2-point to Will Murray, and contributed with a fumble recovery on defense and a sack.
Yeah, great game by Braylon Goebel, and yeah, it was a most valuable player type of performance tonight. Let's see what else I got left here. Oh, the scrapper of the game. Yeah, time to name the West End Salvage scrapper of the game, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster.
Everyone else. I mean, great games from Ty Christ, Reagan Jackson, Murray, but the offensive line for Darlington really stood out for me, and that they were the difference maker in the second half, the way they were able to move the ball.
Yeah, against a much bigger defensive line for Kewaunee. God, those guys are big.
Yep, and Coach Wingers, before we interviewed him, I kind of like, is it the conditioning that you guys, and they're big, strong. They're not as big, but they are strong, they're quick, and they keep coming at you, and yeah, that's my scrapper of the game.
Yeah, and there was one time when Travis pointed out to me, they're smart. They are smart. It shows up academically that they are very smart. So, congratulations to them. The offensive line, the scrapper of the game, the player and players whose scrappiness stood out and trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. All right, hey, let's just take a break. And then when we come back, we'll just wrap things up, tie up some loose ends, and we'll just kind of preview what's going to be coming up this weekend as well. The final score tonight, the Darlington Redbirds 34, the Kewaunee Storm 28. It's Darlington and Blackhawk Warren going to the state tournament next week, and we'll get more coming up for you next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and WGLR.com.
Postgame 1 minute. Are you looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. This account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank ready to serve you. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
No Doff Lumber in Belmont and Darlington for agricultural, commercial, and residential building and remodels. No Doff Lumber can assist you with all your projects. Serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 100 years. No Doff Lumber, Belmont and Darlington.
The playoffs are here. Catch Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Myers Heating and Cooling of Lancaster and Wolf Construction of Lancaster. Check the Queen Bee Radio Sports schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
Postgame 1 minute.
97.7 Country, WGLR, the Darlington Redbirds on to the state tournament again. They'll play against Stratford on Thursday next week at 1 p.m. to try to win a state championship over Stratford. Our game tonight here at DeForest, brought to you by Dearth Livestock, satisfying its customers' needs for 3 generations. Fully licensed and bonded, they provide cattle pickup and transportation for area farmers. Dearth Livestock, Highway 81, Cuba City. Pecatonica Co-op Oil and South Wayne Mart for all of your fuel needs, not only for your vehicle, but for yourself as well. Quality Aesthetics fuel products will keep you on the go. The South Wayne Mart and Pecatonica Co-op Oil of South Wayne. Pop's Tire Service in Darlington, featuring more than just tires, with everything from oil changes to alignments to brakes to engine diagnostics. Stop in to Pop's Tire Service in Darlington. Apple River State Bank, proud to support the Redbirds. Apple River State Bank, local bankers making local decisions and meeting local needs. Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington. Contact Fritz's Burner Service for your best choice for all heating and cooling needs in Darlington and the surrounding area. Check them out on the web at fritzsburnerservice.com. Ritchie Implement, recognized for all high school athletes. High school athletes offer opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Ritchie Implement with locations in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings, your dreams, and Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you. Humphrey Transport and Recycling in Shullsburg. Buying all types of scrap metal and providing towing assistance and scrap metal dumpster service. Check them out on Facebook, Humphrey Transport and Recycling. Mike and Sherry Yeager, their family and the team at Roadview Dairy in Mineral Point proudly supports all area high school sports and wishes all student athletes good luck and success this season. And Melody Hawkins of Exit Professional Real Estate Monroe. Her experience in real estate takes the stress out of buying your next home, farm, or business. For all of your local real estate needs, Melody Hawkins, Exit Professional Real Estate Monroe. What a day today, Josh.
Absolutely. What level 4 playoffs wouldn't be. I literally would not want to be anywhere else. What a game! What a facility here too in DeForest.
Well, you know, you hear about in basketball it is said that the sectional championship game, that's the game,
right?
Because you know, you win it, it's absolute jubilation. You're going to state, and if you don't win it, there's that disappointment that lasts and lasts. It lasts until the next season. That happens in sectionals. Well, here in football, this is just like the sectional. You win it, the elation lasts for a week or more if you win the state championship. But if you lose it, then, yeah, it's just terribly disappointing, and it sticks with you for a long time. So it's great to win one of these. It really is.
Absolutely. And Coach Winkers very much appreciated the opportunity to coach a team to take them to Camp Randall.
Well, they saw something in him when he was at Markesan, and he came aboard here to Darlington. And I remember him saying that it wasn't because he viewed it as some sort of a great golden opportunity. He just thought that, hey, this is an opportunity for him and his family. They'd be closer to home, and he just wanted to bring his brand of football here and see if he could be successful with it. Well, a few years later, we see that he has. He has definitely been successful with it, and hopefully there's going to be more to come.
Absolutely, and like we said a couple times in the pregame too, it just goes to show the level of competition this year in Southwest Wisconsin for when it comes to football. I mean, Lancaster played a great game against Darlington, and Darlington was able to come out on top. Platteville had a great year. Blackhawks going to state. Mineral Point was great this year. I mean, just truly awesome football this year in Southwest Wisconsin.
Yeah, and Platteville football is back. You know, that's what you got to like too. All right, well, hey, we'll wrap it up now. Tomorrow we'll have Galena volleyball on Extreme 107.1 The X, 10 o'clock for the pre-match, and the match action gets underway at 10:30 as it's going to be Galena taking on. Oh gosh, now I can't remember it's two words that are hyphenated, or two hometowns that are hyphenated. Embid, yeah, something Embid something. Sorry, folks, that escapes me at this time. But Galena playing for a state championship in Class 1A tomorrow. And we'll have it on Extreme 107.1 The X at x1071.com. Also, tomorrow, Wisconsin Badger football. The Badgers take on Northwestern. And we'll have that game with the pregame at 12:30. And the game time will be at 2:30 on 97.7 Country, WGLR, right here. And that will wrap it up. Great to work with you, Josh.
Pleasure as always, Shark.
Yeah, we'll get together next week, our schedules permitting, and we'll do it all over again. Thank you for listening. Final score, Darlington 34, and the Kewaunee Storm 28. Thank you for listening. The preceding has been a Queen Bee Radio sports presentation on 97.7 Country, WGLR, WGLR.com, and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.